Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all having a good night. Yeah, I'm streaming a little bit late today. Almost didn't even stream today at all. But I know that we missed out yesterday, and I did not want to miss out another day. You know how it is, life and stuff. And I've been pretty tired, but I want to keep going. It may be a little bit shorter than usual, just because it is so late and I do have to get up in the morning. However, we will be working a little bit on whatever this is called. Final Fantasy Rebirth. Yeah, we'll be playing this for a little bit. I want to start working on this. May end up switching to other games too, with some releases coming out. So I do want to keep pressing forward with this game so we can get done with it. Not that I just want to get it over with, but I do want other games to have an opportunity to be played as well. We got a lot to do, you know. I mean, there's virtually an endless roster of video games. So I do want to keep pressing forward. I don't even know what game we do have the list, but I don't know off the top of my head what the game is to play next. I will probably be actually putting Deltarune up there, because I know it's definitely going to be a smaller game, since it's an indie game. But yeah, that'll be for a later discussion. Right now, let's focus on this one. I know that we were working on Costa del Sol's region. We're doing a lot of extra stuff right now. Let me see here. Oh, hold on. I forgot to set up one more thing. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we're in Costa del Sol. And we shall be working on completing the region. Yeah, I am going to try to complete each region as we go through them. I mean, until I start burning out or feeling like I'm bored and want to move on, we'll still do like as much as I possibly can. So that's what I intend on doing today. Yeah, for the next like hour or so, we are going to be working on this region, which we've got, I don't know, it looks like an 8th maybe that we're done with. So what were we working on? We are getting the parts for Johnny's, and then we do have a battle over here. I guess we can go jump over there onto the battle. Yeah, why not? Let's go to the battle. Should be able to fast travel here. Cool. Hold on, I'm still trying to like finish everything up here on my end. I think we are good though. Almost there. I appreciate the patience. Okay, let's go to that fight mission. What is it called? I guess just World Intel, Fiend Intel. It looks like this might be the end of the map. So we'll finish exploring this section. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be working on Red's weapon. I should probably have Cloud assess him, huh? Why did he go way over there? I don't know if we have assessed him already. Alright, the weak against wind. Oh wait, we want to focus on Red. Its move is so dramatic, it's so cool. Doesn't he have an attack that does more when you're in? Is it Prey? No, Prey. Actually, I forgot we gave him Prey. Yeah, just complete the gauge while in vengeance mode to increase potency and range. It's Crescent Claw, okay. Yuffie leveled up? Alright, hang on. Let me check our weapons. Cloud's weapon, the Rune Blade. What do we need to do with it? Strike with attack or strong attack after switching modes. Yeah, we'll focus on that later. We're almost done with Renegade's Collar, which is just finish off an enemy. Alright, we're getting close there. I should also focus on Aerith next. Finish off an enemy with a standard attack launched from within the ward. Grants invincibility while casting spells. Strengthens Aerith's basic attack. So we want to produce a Radiant ward and then attack with it, and then finish off somebody. Where is her... So we've got Arcane ward, Conjure ward, attack spells cast within the ward automatically cast twice. Chronos, or Chrono Aegis. Raises the barrier that damages and temporarily freezes enemies who attempt to strike you. Soul Drain, and then Sorcerer's Storm. I should probably get off Soul Drain, because Soul Drain isn't really going to be used consistently, so I don't really need a quick command for it. Deal magic damage to nearby enemies. Let's see here. Strengthens Aerith's basic attacks. We'll do Sorcerer. We'll put Sorcerer's Storm here. I'm trying to see what mentally makes sense to me. I feel like Radiant should be over here with Chronos, but I like the circle because Chronos is like time in my mind. Sorcerer's Storm deals magic to nearby enemies. That seems pretty generic. Like, doesn't do anything else. And then Arcane Ward, so that way you can cast twice. Yeah. I think this is good enough. It's a matter of personal preference at this point. Okay. So we'll work on red first. What are the other weapons that we have for our teams? I'm not going to work on Barrett, Tifa, or Yuffie. I just don't feel like bringing them in. We got lucky with Barrett because we were forced to play as him. And I actually don't mind being forced to play characters that I don't normally play regularly. Because it gives me an opportunity. It incentivizes me to use that opportunity to actually level up their stuff. Tifa's, I don't know when we're gonna go work on her Sylph Gloves, because I have to go out of my way to restructure her so that way she can use elemental materia. And I don't really feel like working on that right now. And then with Yuffie, I don't feel like putting her in right now. But hers is pretty straightforward, where we just have to finish off an enemy. So that's not too big of a deal once we actually get around to it. Okay, Sylph Glove is the only thing she has to work on. Savage Dagger is the only thing she has to work on. Barrett's good to go, and I think Aerith only has the Emperor's Scepter. Yeah, so we want to do the Emperor's Scepter, and then eventually we want to swap over to the Timeless Rod so she can have that link in case we ever need to use it. Which I'm sure I do want to use it at some point, but that'll be for down the line. And then Renegade, yeah, we want to hurry up and do Renegade's Collar so that way we can put him back on Silver Collar. Yeah. And then Rune Blade. We'll keep him with Rune Blade because I think that's the best one he's got so far. Because it's got a link on it. The other ones do give him more base attack, but I like having the link on it, and I feel like that's fine. Especially because we are actually actively using it with the AP up. So that way we can luck up and magic efficiency for healing. Which, I mean, I feel like we are not getting the most value out of this, to be honest. So maybe I can put magic efficiency on somebody else, but I can deal with that later. I'm not really too pressed about that. I feel like this is just good enough. So I don't really want to spend too much time sitting there and actually optimizing every single slot and every single material on every single player, or every single team member character. Oh shoot, I didn't realize there was actually more to explore down here. And I actually completely missed the world intel that we were focused on getting. So I won't explore down there yet. But let's go ahead and... Is this a dead end? Is this like a little... It looks like it might have a through path. I'll worry about that later. I'm gonna focus on the world intel, and I think we're gonna come back up north and work on all of these missions up here. Okay, these are the guys that we have to work on. The seahorses. Let me be Cloud first so we can assess them. We have to defeat them within the time limit and pressure and stagger. Yeah, so we definitely want to figure out what these guys are weak against first. Alright, Blizzard. I don't remember who we gave Blizzard. I think Aerith might have Blizzard. Does Cloud have Blizzard? No, he's got Wind. I believe he has Wind, Fire, and Lightning. Let me take a quick look at his tools. Plasma Discharge, Soothing Breeze. He only has Cure because... Yeah, I think we have to focus on using Aerith. But shouldn't be too big of an issue. Locking onto these guys while they're spinning is kind of disorienting. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have used that. Wow. Alright, let's restart that. Ouch. Yeah, she does a lot of damage. We'll have Cloud cure us, though. Holy cow, they freaking focused on her so hard.
My sensors indicate the presence of a unique life form. Rare sea terpsichore variant identified. Mention guidance protocol. Terpsichores, whose males carry their eggs to term, are symbols of both.
Yeah, I wish she wouldn't stand so close. I guess I can block, can't I? I kind of forget that that's a thing. These guys are kind of annoying. I was actually trying to parry. Alright, I'm gonna have to waste my ATB gauge to cure. Yo, this is ridiculous. Maybe I should just give Blizzard a Cloud. Oh, you know what? I should use the time, so that way they can freeze. There we go. I just need to be more careful at some defensive moments. Alright, we'll do Chrono Aegis, kind of keep us protect us a little bit. Okay. Does she have natural blizzard? I think she might have. Let's just do... should I do it on... Yeah, I'll do it on him. Nice. Alright. This is going a lot better than the first several times. We'll do Healing Wind though, because we took a lot of damage. We're missing our shots. Man, it's really annoying having to deal with high-speed enemies. Oh, shoot.
Take over. Take the lead.
Okay, she should be able to use her blizzard. There we go. Hey, Ark, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Cool. It took a couple tries, but once we got the momentum down, we were good. I just needed to set up first. I was being way too aggressive. I needed to... The Chrono Aegis really helped in taking the time to actually parry a little bit. So that way Aerith didn't get destroyed immediately. Kind of helped. Alright, so our next objective is going to be... Yeah, we'll go to the Divine Intel. Realistically, we should probably heal. Hold on. I'm kind of micromanaging this right now, but I want to see how we're doing. Looks like we got quite a bit of XP for Aerith. Now for this intel, this world intel, I don't know where it's at. Maybe we have to go on the other side? There could be a path back there. I don't see anything over here. Yeah, it looks like the path is back there. What's my favorite Final Fantasy? I mean, I feel like it's a little bit biased because I'm not really educated on the whole series, but Final Fantasy OG 7 really was significant for me. However, actually no. It is significant, but I would say for the longest time I liked Final Fantasy Tactics. I feel like that probably actually could be my favorite one. What about you, Tranked Bear? Also, hello. How are you this fine evening? Or night. Or day. I don't know where you're at. Yeah, I would say Final Fantasy Tactics. I actually really enjoyed that game. I wouldn't mind playing it again. Or playing some sort of, like, more updated version of it. Wait, what am I doing here? That's not what I want to do. Quite yet. I kind of lost track of the intel. I think we have to go in here. Yeah, I think we have to go in there for that. We might have to go in here, but I don't feel like doing this main scenario quite yet. I don't know, it doesn't look like there's anything there. I'm a little confused. I guess it's my fault for... Yeah, I hit these things and I didn't actually see where they went. Oh, there it is. Okay. There's the crevice. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Oh shoot, thank you so much for 500 bits. I need to have the... I need to re-establish the text-to-speech.
To extract the necessary data from the crystal. This should allow me to strengthen your materia.
7 is your favorite, but Final Fantasy Tactics on the PSP is a very close second. I wonder, I actually don't think I played the PlayStation Portables Tactics. I played the original PlayStation 1 Tactics, and I played, was it called like X2 or F2 or something like that for the DS? I played the Final Fantasy Tactics for the DS. Crazy enough, I completed so much of that game, but I don't think I actually ended up getting to the ending. Like, I did 90% of everything, and I just never finished to the end, and I think I just dropped it. But I do wonder what the difference is. Are they all the same game, just remade, or are they all their own separate stories? I would definitely be down to going back to playing a tactics game. And a couple of other, like, I haven't played most of the Final Fantasy games, and I think I'd be open to the idea of eventually going around and playing them. Old and new. Actually, I don't know. The newer ones don't seem as appealing, like 15 and 16. I don't know, I wasn't too interested in those. I guess I can say I'd be interested in exploring more of the Final Fantasy series in general. I would like to give a tactics game a go one more time. See if I still like it to this day. X2 is one of your most played on PS2. Now X2, I know nothing about, like, or I know very little, virtually nothing about X. Did they re-establish, or did they build a new system, a leveling system with X? Because isn't X the one that introduced a new leveling system? Where it used some sort of, pretty much like a skill tree equivalent? Okay. So they expanded it on that in X2? That's one reason why I'm interested in playing the different Final Fantasies, is because some of them do have different leveling systems, so seeing their different mechanics would be really interesting. Hey Drink Bear, thanks for following, I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the stream. Oh, we gotta play as Red. I forgot, we gotta level him up. A little? Would you ever want, I don't even think they probably would make it, would you ever want an X3? Like I said, I know nothing about the series, so I don't even know if there's closure to the X2. Actually, another follow-up question. Have you played the OG 7s and the first 2 remakes of Final Fantasy VII? I've given you all the best answers so far, so I deserve the follow. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the answers I gave you. You played all of them? Oh, shoot, so like you're big into Final Fantasy. That's huge. So out of all of them, 7 is really that significant of a Final Fantasy for you? That's actually really interesting to hear. Because, I mean, that's... Can I confidently say dozens, technically, of Final Fantasies that compete against your number one, for your number one? You binge Final Fantasy as much as you've played Kingdom Hearts? Unfortunately for me, I have not played Kingdom Hearts like that. I did play the first one when it came out, and I put a lot of hours into it. I don't think I finished it though. So that's definitely on a bucket list of mine to go through. And with the new one coming out, I am definitely more incentivized to go back and try to start from the beginning and play through at least the main first 3. I was actually talking about that before on stream. I would definitely like to bare minimum do the first 3. But then someone else also mentioned that there is a couple of other ones, like, was it Birth by Sleep or Chain of Memories, that I need to play in order to actually get more of the story. I definitely need to come over on like what I need to do project-wise in terms of catching up on the story and getting a general understanding of it for the Kingdom Hearts series alone. So I think when 4 comes closer to a release date, maybe I'll shift over to prioritizing the Kingdom Hearts series myself. I'll have to figure out which would be the best way to play it. if defaulting to the computer isn't the best. Have you played the Final Fantasies or Kingdom Hearts arc? Kingdom Hearts is a crazy story to follow. I do know enough of that. I've kind of picked up some information from friends as well as kind of just internet info dumps here and there. So I know that there's a lot of like fragmented characters, like characters that represent people's hearts and then their bodies and mix mash of one another and stuff like that. So I know that there's like a lot of, it's a lot more complex and convoluted than Metal Gear Solid series, that's for sure, which is my all-time favorite series. But I think I've got enough general ideas of how to kind of like have my mind framed to be able to kind of at least learn more and pick up more details about the Kingdom Hearts series as I go through it. I'm sure going through it in game order, I'll probably still be a little bit confused, but I kind of know what to expect. So if someone tells me that this guy's actually that guy, or, you know, this person is a fragment of that person, I'll kind of understand how to place the information that I'm given as we play through it. I'm over here too busy talking about that and not actually pushing him away. Oh, can we go in the water so I can push him back towards the gate? Oh, I need to push him to the wind so I can grab him. That's what I want to do. It'll be more optimal that way. Even with playing all of it, you had to watch videos to stay in the loop. Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing, is end up watching videos. Because I know that sometimes playing the game isn't enough. You kind of need someone to just like piece it all together. But playing the games will be a decent start into getting an idea of what's going on. Okay, that worked out. They're so much fun. I did have a lot of fun when I played the first one, so I'm definitely down to trying that series again and actually doing a playthrough and essentially collecting a VOD. Oh shoot. What's with the barrier debuff? If they hit us enough times, don't they eventually reset and we have to start over? I could have swore that was the initial rules when we were first taught them. That was so long ago, I don't remember. Oops, I was trying to go around so I can push him into the wind. Oh, he went the wrong way. Okay. Oh shoot, I didn't see the banana. Okay, yeah. After, what, 3 hits? You have to reset? That's actually the first time I reset. I wasn't really paying attention, so that's my fault. Oh, I get it. It's like the balloons. It's the reverse of Mario Kart. 3 balloons and you're done. I wasn't really paying attention. That's my fault. I was kind of just rambling, thinking of things. I'm debating on whether I should play Deltarune 3 and 4 when it initially comes out. I know a lot of people are going to be playing that. So I'm debating if I should just stay focused on this for now. Maybe wait till the hype dies down a little bit or something. I do wonder if we can touch the bombs and not get hurt. And as long as we're out of the AoE, we'll be fine. Actually, yeah, it looks like it. As long as I'm not in the AoE when they explode, we can actually touch them before they explode. Cool. Love how I don't take it seriously as everyone else does. Everyone takes it that seriously? I mean, I kind of understand. I used to be like that too. I'm learning to just kind of like go with it. Like the game is literally designed to be accessible, so I don't really have to be pressed about doing it perfectly on the first run. If I gotta lock in, I'll lock in, but the thing is I also want to chat with you guys. So, you know, I don't want to sacrifice our experience just to be serious about bringing Moogles into the tree. We'll get to it eventually, you know? I think what really helps is that oopsies. Can I jump out? Yeah, I can. Playing Smash, I actively made myself, like, tried to discipline myself to not take it seriously. Because you can really get in your own head in that game. And, like, I just try to prioritize mentally, just have fun. Like, relax and have a good time, because that's the point. Chilling with you guys, chit-chatting about stuff, and while we're playing the game, you know?
Over here.
We'll get to the end eventually. There we go.
Thanks so much, Kupo.
You understand too, you used to be like the others, ignore everything but the game. Yeah, and then I realized it wasn't honestly a very healthy mentality to have. Not even for just streaming, just for yourself. Like the whole point of playing a game is to have fun. And you kind of just forget that and it can be really miserable, you know? I will say when I end up rambling or chatting with you guys, sometimes I do forget important dialogue, like talking with Moogle Merchant. But it's alright. We'll figure it out. Or sometimes you guys will just relay information that I need.
Welcome, Kupo.
I think it's all part of the fun. I don't think there's anything that we need here. We got plenty of these things. I don't need materia accessories. I don't really care to use materia accessories. Precision defense focus? No, we don't need that. I will take these though. We do want the sharpshooter's companion. This is for Barrett? Yeah, for Barrett. This one's for Yuffie, the ninja. Secrets of the Ninja. You need to get a PC again so you can play X and X2 again? That would be nice. Is the ports for that actually good? Because I know that game ports can be hit or miss. Like, sadly, I still might get it, but the Metal Gear Solid Masters Collectors for the computer, I heard it was a pretty rough port. There's definitely other games that have gotten worse treatments. Like, I heard Chrono Trigger was pretty bad, and was it Alone in the Dark? I heard it got a terrible port. I guess I'll just have to do research when I actively want to play a certain game to see if it's a good port or not. You don't know, you can just know that you can just get it on Steam.
Thanks
Fair
so
enough.
much. Over here. Kupo.
All right, we're good with these guys. We pretty much did that. Next up, we're avoiding the main scenario right now because I just want to do our region missions right now. It looks like we can actually squeeze in down to the south side of the region as well. So I'm thinking bodybuilders in a bind. Oh, we should go help them out. Actually, that was over there, wasn't it? And then this is excavation. Since the excavation's kind of close, we'll do the excavation. Wait, I don't know if you answered this. Which do you like better? OG Final Fantasy VII or the remake? Or alternate question, what do you find better or worse about the updated and the OG? I'm not paying attention on. I gotta heal. Let me heal Cloud, or have Cloud heal Aerith. Yeah, go ahead and heal Aerith. Might go back to town just so we can top ourselves off. Actually, Cloud's fine. There we go. If I do start Kingdom Hearts from the start, you'll be here to watch and talk about it from the beginning. Oh, that'd be dope. I'll have to make it some sort of a priority then. I do still have quite a bit. I have the list on the Discord. I have to go look at it. I think we have... It's funny because Doom Dark Ages is on there, but it's not even on the priority list. After Final Fantasy VII, I want to work on South of Midnight, and then after that, Expedition 33. So those games are going to require a lot of... Actually, South of Midnight's probably only going to take 15 hours, so maybe be done in like a week. Tops too. That's if I stick around with it. I think I want to start focusing more on those. I've been playing a lot of Smash Bros. Ultimate lately, so that's really been cutting in time to the campaign games. That's why I haven't done this. I've been working on this game for like a month now, I think. But that's because I've mostly been playing Smash. So I kind of want to... I'm getting a little bit burnt out of Smash 2 as well. So I think now is a good time to really focus on story games. You prefer the OG? Haven't heard all of either? Oh, okay, okay. I actually, funny enough, I did play the OG, but that was a long time ago and I don't remember much of anything. I would actually still like to go back and play the OG. So I think it'd be pretty cool to have a run of that. I'll probably pick up the game on Steam or at some point and play it. How many hours would it take to actually complete OG Final Fantasy VII? Not rushing. I'd want to do as much as I could in the game. Actually, yeah. I think I would like to do that, because I know there's secret bosses too, and I think that would be pretty fun. I think going back and doing everything in the OG would be fun. The question is, should I play OG after Rebirth, or wait till the third part comes out and finish it and do it after that? Because that's what I'm thinking about doing. Just wait till I do all of Remake and then go play the OG. I know there's definitely a lot of upsets with the fan base of the OG that don't really like this one. Like, I heard a minor spoiler for myself that Sid is a lot different, and people aren't too happy about that one, which I'm pretty bummed out about too. So I definitely understand. I'm pretty sure I'm very much looking forward to Metal Gear Solid Delta coming out, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of like loyal fan base desires that are going to be disappointed. So I'm just going to take it as its own game and take it for what it is. I just want to enjoy the game. Find ways to enjoy it, you know? Wait, do I even need to go to you? No, I don't. We already went to your... No, we didn't actually. Where are you taking me, buddy? Are you taking me to the one way over there? Or is there another one that I missed? Oh, I did miss this one. Besides, we're supposed to go up here anyway. Don't bother. OG has nothing on remakes? If you do, wait for part 3. Really? You really think that the OG has nothing on the remakes? 30 to 40 hours for the original? Oh, that's actually not too bad. And that's actually pretty impressive for a PlayStation 1 game. That's actually really cool. So, Echidna, why do you think the OG is inferior to the remake? I'm curious. It really is. Yeah, I agree. Trained Bear. Like, for a PlayStation 1 game, having 30 to 40 hours, that's amazing. And it was like one of the first 3D games. So... it's very heavily cherished. Oh wait, we don't need to be on you right now. We're doing... actually, no, we do, because we're excavating, don't we?
And find me the transmuter chip I seek.
Yes. Okay. I feel like waiting till we play part 3 would actually make a lot of sense. I can get the full experience of the remake, and then after that, plus if I do that, it'll give me some time to actually focus on other modern games that I'm more concerned about. I would love to go back and play retro games, but there's a lot of modern games I'd like to focus on first. It took you a lot more than that. I'm pretty sure it took me like a lot more than that too. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 70 or 80 hours. I was also a kid that didn't read, so I kind of had to figure everything out on my own. Honestly, I was kind of impressed that I even beat the game as a kid. It's behind there, and there's some items back there, so there must be another path back there. One thing I still love to this day about video games is secret bosses, especially like RPGs, because that's typically where you'll come across secret bosses. Actually, that's not true, because I also play a lot of action-adventure platformers, and platformers would have secret levels. So I always love the secret stuff, because it's always like mysterious and like hardcore. And it's funny enough because that's what I'm most looking forward to in playing the OG. I will say I never finished Mario Maker RPG, and I'm really sad. I think I should go back and finish it. I'm very close to the end. I want to play the Final Fantasy secret boss there too. Like, that was the thing I was most looking forward to, and I haven't even finished the game to do that. I definitely need to make time to go back there and finish the game up. I was streaming. Okay, go to sleep, Marin. Or have a good night's sleeping, Marin. What I was gonna say is, I saw your message from before. I didn't know if you were still in or not. For some reason on YouTube, not for some reason, but on YouTube, you can set up your stream, and it'll, even if you're not live, it'll post it as a video, which kind of sucks because I just try to get it ready for me to stream, but then you can end up waiting for the stream. So I should probably wait to post that till I'm actually about to press start. I was going to, but I got caught up with something else. So then it's a post there that makes it, pretty much baits you until I actually go live. So that's my bad. I don't know if you're still here, but have a good night, Marin. And I'll make sure to stay hydrated and stretch. Yeah, so I actually have to wait to set up the YouTube part of the stream. Okay, it's upstairs. How do we get upstairs? Streaming on YouTube as well? Yeah, I'm currently streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. I decided to give it a shot to see which one works out the best. And actually, it helps with YouTube because the whole point of my channel and what I aim to do is collect and create VODs of playing through a bunch of different games, like, and just archiving them. It's kind of like my video game diary, if you will. And the best way to do that is with YouTube, because Twitch, obviously, they have their VOD system, but they delete their VODs eventually. But YouTube, now that you are able to stream there, I did originally make videos and then would chop it up and put it on YouTube, but I don't really like that method. Plus, it's really time consuming, and video editing, I'd rather be playing video games than video editing, so I decided to also connect to YouTube, and now I stream the VODs, or stream live, and then they get turned into VODs, and then I just organize the VODs on YouTube. And it's not the best in terms of obtaining new viewers, because VODs don't really get promoted like that on YouTube, but it's what I want to do. Like I said, I'd rather be playing video games than editing. So I think it's a good way to do what I want. And then I just create shorts to kind of advertise, quote unquote, the stream. So I feel like that's kind of the middle ground I found myself in that I'm willing to do while still doing what I want to do. Just want to make sure it wasn't an accidental click or anything like that. Oh no, yeah. Thanks, Martin. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Please don't stop on here. You only watch streams on here. Well, I'm glad you said that. And two, I don't plan on to. But you saying that actually really does help, because funny enough, I actually use Restream, and Restream only allows you to do 2 channels for free. And my viewership was pretty rough on Twitch. It still is. So I was thinking about swapping it out for TikTok and YouTube and just focusing there. But then I was still a little concerned, and I was like, you know what? Let me just pay out the membership, and so that way I can do 3. Because if you buy into their basic, you can do 3. I think it's up to 5, I can't remember. But these are the 3 platforms I primarily focus on, and I was like, you know what? In the off chance someone comes in, let's give it a shot. I'll pay for the month and see how it goes. Long story short, you know, now that I know that, you know, I shouldn't give up on Twitch as well, I will probably keep all three. Or worst case scenario, I'll just stop Twitch or TikTok for now and just focus on YouTube and Twitch. Because really, TikTok is the experimental feature. I want to see how well that'll do. Since I noticed that TikTok is bringing up a little bit more live feeds lately, I was like, I wonder if there's anybody that would be interested on that platform. Tranked Bear, thank you so much. Holy cow, 1,000 bits. Okay, you know what I need to set up a bot for the text-to-speech, because I've actually always wanted to do that. I just never have, and I need to set up the bots for general commands too. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. That is definitely a big incentive to keep me on Twitch. It's more on the newer games with TikTok. Like that's what people are more drawn to, is newer games. Is that what you're saying? I want to make sure I'm reading your message right there. Okay, okay. Well, it's funny that you say that, because on the feeds that I've been given, I've seen a lot of people play retro games, actually. Like retro Final Fantasy, Super Nintendo games. I did see a couple of people play Smash Ultimate as well. So I did see newer games as well, but I actually saw a lot of OG games. So maybe it's just depending on your algorithm. That took a lot longer because I was also chatting with you guys, so I wasn't really paying too much attention on where I was going. That's okay. I like having something to ramble about. So yeah, I will definitely keep streaming on Twitch and YouTube. You've seen a couple of retro, but most lives for you have been brought up that have been brought up are the new zombie game. Wait, what's the new zombie game? I actually got a couple of OG Call of Duty games, Call of Duty zombie games. I think I liked one video, so then, you know, when you like one video, it decides to give you a bunch of that same general feed. Is there a new Call of Duty Zombies, or is it a different zombie game that's new, that's out? Because I am interested in the zombie genre. I'd say my top is Metal Gear Solid series, and then Resident Evil is after that. Man, that made me sad because I was just thinking of Dead Space. I miss Dead Space. It's like Papers, Please, but with a military camp and a zombie apocalypse. Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out. Do you know what it's called? All right, where are we going next? I don't know how many of these we have. I guess we should go check on Johnny to see how many we have, right? Or is there like a key menu? A key items menu? Oh, we have our transmuter. Let's do Time-Worn Talisman, said to have once been in daily use among ancients. Increases spirit by 10%. We don't really need that, but I'll do it for the XP. It's in beta currently? Ah, okay. I'll probably put it on a Steam wish list, but I won't buy it. I'm trying to stay away from early access games, because I'd rather play a game when it's considered at least 1.0, where it has a complete experience. Plus, I'm a little spent on buying half-baked games that never come out of development. And on top of that, there's plenty of other games that are full release that deserve attention. And I'd rather complete those and wait for the early access games to be finished. I don't mind waiting, for sure. I just think I'm tired of buying games and them never being finished. Quarantine zone? Gotcha. Let me put that on. Let me see that. And honestly, the thing is that I'm not like absolutely stuck to that rule either. If there's a game that I'm just 100% excited for and there's an early access, then yeah, I'll play it if I want to. I just know that that feature will definitely be lower priority. Quarantine zone. Oh, there it is. I just typed in Q and it's right there. Demo is out now. Okay, it's a demo. That's cool. Oh, I did see... I think I actually did see a live feed of this. Maybe it was on... It was either on Twitch or on TikTok. Yeah, let me go ahead and add that. And then we'll move on. You hope this one actually comes out, it looks good. It does seem interesting. And I would be down for that. Hey, Riswaldo, thank you so much for following. How are you doing, by the way? Okay, let's see. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, we gotta go talk to Johnny, see the status for our stuff. Oh, we can't jump down there. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, fun dog, how are you doing? Wait, what? It says you subscribed for 3 months? Wait, did you... Yo, Trank Bear, thank you so much for subbing. Holy cow, dude. Seriously, like, I don't know what to tell you. Thank you so much. You... Dude, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know how to express enough gratitude for what you're doing. I really appreciate it. I'm so thankful that you think so. Dude, seriously, thank you, Bear. I definitely want to keep this going, for sure. And don't you worry, I am without a doubt not going to stop streaming on Twitch. Jeez, dude. No, thank you so much. Alright, so we found 5 so far. We need to find 8 altogether. So there's 3 more that we need to look for. Alright.
Don't leave us hanging. We need your help.
Don't worry, buddy. We are gonna get those things for you. How's our stats looking? You know, we're not the worst off, but... Oh shoot, we haven't done this one yet. I thought we got all 3. If you do... If I don't, you'll hunt me down on YouTube? Is that what you're saying? Don't worry, I'm sticking around on Twitch. I mean, to be honest, like, I'm trying to... Like, I would like to get partner at some point, so it's kind of counterintuitive to not be streaming there, you know? Like I said, I was just trying to experiment to see where would be a good place to actively stream. Since I am still very, very small, I was just trying to experiment on some things. But you are clearly letting me know that Twitch is still a good place to focus on. And I shall. Hey, Riswaldo. How are you doing this fine day? Alright, where is this last treasure chest? You don't think it'll take me too long to get partner? You really think so? That's a very generous statement. Because at this point, for me, statistically wise, I have to have a average view of 75 people to get partner. And from my understanding and from what I've researched, that is the hardest part. I did, a couple years back, get affiliate pretty quickly, and you needed an average of 3 people. And that was when I started streaming Mario Maker 2. But then I said stop streaming, actually. So that's why I pretty much dropped off. But starting this year, at the beginning of 2025, I wanted to take this more seriously. I realized that every time I streamed, I never regretted doing it, and I always wanted to come back. So I want to actually be a lot more serious this year. I don't know where this chest is, though. That is what's confusing me. And I don't see another... Wait, can I jump on these? I forget that that is the thing, isn't it? Maybe it's up here and... Oh, there it is. I see it. There we go. That's why I couldn't find it. I have a good attitude, so you believe? Well, thank you. There's a lot of chaotic entertainment out there, and I'm hoping... Oh, shoot, what is that, actually? I didn't catch what that was. Wait, what was that item? It looked like a... It almost looked like a needle. Let me go to... Not to do... Oh, wait, this is the transmitter. I can't just look at general items anymore, can I? That's not the... Oh, wait, here we go. Inventory. What item was it? You can't do it no matter how much you want to, so you gotta find someone else to support. You know, I actually completely understand that. Because I actually wanted to get into making my own, like, doing music, like FL Studios, and I want to get into drawing. But I noticed that I'm just way too addicted to playing video games. Solaris, that's what it is. Hastes whoever drinks it. Okay, okay. So that's what that is. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe one of these days I'll go around to it, because I still want to do it, but I need to prioritize on things that I absolutely want to do. And I'm like, you know what? I want to keep playing video games, and I like blabbering about them. So I feel like this is a good spot for me, and what I can do is work on saving up money on my own to fund those that have decided to take their time and efforts to make, you know, art and stuff like that. And I'll commission them to, you know, make avatars and banners and all that nice stuff for my stream. Because I actually wanted to make it myself, but it takes a lot of time and effort. And I figured I'll focus on the thing that I'm good at, which is talking and playing video games, and I'll essentially hire other people to do the other parts that I don't feel like focusing on, you know? That's kind of how life works. It's kind of how, like, that's how we do things. So, yeah, that's why I'm here. All right, we need to focus on, speaking of which, let's go back over here. Oh, wait, no, let's go back into the city and go rest up. Your job takes you offshore for a month at a time, so you would only be able to stream every other month. Off. And yeah, and the whole way you stream, or the whole way you grow as a streamer, is by being consistent. Unless you want to do videos, and that's a whole different beast in itself. So I completely get that. You don't have to go into detail if you don't want to, but if you go offshore, I'm assuming you're some sort of maintainer for ships or maybe oil rigs.
Welcome to the Royal Coast.
All right, let's go ahead and heal up, and then we'll go back out there and finish our missions. Exactly, gotcha. Yeah. And honestly, with my schedule, I actually have the luxury of just streaming. I have a very wonderful PC, and I'm very fortunate to have the resources that I have where I can sit here and play video games for a long time and still, you know, sustain myself life-wise. So I want to take full advantage of that. I have a very flexible schedule, So streaming is actually a great thing that I can do right now. Well intervention. I know nothing about that, but I am curious. You don't have to elaborate, but if you would like to, what is well intervention? If not, we could always talk about something else. I'm always comfortable with just rambling about the game. Might still stream every other month when you get your setup just to play your games with others. That is always fun to do too. I still definitely encourage people to do that, consistent or not, you know? Still do it on your own time. I believe that I am very confident in the fact that I want to do this full time. So I definitely know that I'm gonna have to be a lot more consistent than casual. I do appreciate how accessible streaming is nowadays. Anyone can do it and do it at their own leisure. It's one thing that I definitely appreciate about our technology in this day and age. Oh, you fix wells. Okay, okay. So yeah, you're a maintenance crew that goes out and fixes them. Are wells different from oil rigs? Oh shoot, they have a gym out here.
Cloud, Tifa.
Yo, what's up, Jules?
Take a retreat to enjoy the sun and sea breeze. Nothing like getting some gains in the great outdoors. What do you say? Care to sweat with us?
I think I would. I haven't done a proper workout in forever.
Well, we'll happily help you both become your best selves. Train with us as long as you like.
You mean it? Well, I might just take you up on that.
Here's a question for you, Cloud. What would you say is the key to a good workout?
Post-workout meal, unwavering resolve for gains. An unwavering resolve for gains. A post-workout meal. I don't know. I'm not a workout guru.
Exactly. Can't expect to bulk up without the building blocks.
Yeah, that makes
Treat your
sense.
muscles to a nice post-workout meal, and they'll reward you with even bigger gains. Now let's get down to business, shall we? The reason I wanted you to stop by? Monsters have been spotted skulking around the facility, and I want them gone.
You got it, Jules.
Should be easy enough. Splendid. We can't train our bodies unless our minds are at ease, so you'll be doing all of us muscleheads a big favor.
Wait, all that training, but you can't defend yourselves? Not that I'm having an issue with that. I just would think that you'd be able to, like, punch them. Okay, so there's monsters around the area that we need to take care of.
Okay, people.
You work in semi-submersible rig, on a semi-submersible rig, and you move between wells. So you said yeah, but I completely forgot. Did I ask you if rigs and wells are the same thing or are not the same thing? Are they different or same? My mind is completely blank. That's another thing that's kind of silly about me, is I will completely forget what I said or did. They are different? Okay, okay. Thanks for the clarification.
Someone's excited.
Well, yeah. Wanted an excuse to work up a sweat.
So are the
Now's that one.
rigs semi-submersible rigs?
I think she'd be
And that's
pretty
just like
proud.
a shorthand of just calling them rigs? The wells are in the bottom of the ocean? Oh, shoot. So the well is the well where the rigs are like drilling into? If I'm asking too much, please let me know. I mean, I can always like go offline and do my own research if I need to. But I am trying to grasp the concept. There are a bunch of different types of rigs. Okay. And the ones that you work on specifically are semi-submersible. Okay. Okay. Can you reach them? Okay, it looks like we're hitting them, maybe? There we go. Uh-oh. Do we have... Can we wake him up? There's barrier, cure, arrow. Asuna? Detrimental status effects?
Keep up the pressure, okay? Stay strong, okay?
There we go. Cool. So, sleeping is considered detrimental effect. I wish I knew what the list of detrimental effects are. There we go. That's crazy. Usually, I'm assuming and hoping that the job pays well for you. I know for me that would definitely be very tempting. I think in terms of occupation, right now I'm trying to work towards getting a computer to, like, something in the computer fields. There you go. I wish I kind of understood Red's hitbox. I'll have to figure that out. All of it is public access. You're not worried about anyone going hundreds of miles offshore to find your rig. And that just sounds like a whole totally different world to me. That's so cool. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that one. I could have done something quicker.
Can't really go wrong with steak, I guess.
You're best paid in the Gulf of Mexico? That's huge.
Oh,
Congrats for you.
Just some mental meal prep. The ideal post-workout dish.
Do you enjoy your job at least?
You were the one behind Seventh Heaven's menu?
Half was a holdover from the old owner.
If I want to look up what the rig looks like, you can tell me? For sure. I'm definitely interested. It's fun? That's awesome. I always love hearing that. Not only do you have a very in-demand job, but you actually enjoy it. That is a very solid combination to have. Let's see here. Which one is it again? I guess it says Poisona, and I keep forgetting that this removes it. I keep thinking that this is bio, and that's why it's confusing me. I just need to get used to it. Oh wait, he woke up. Shoot, I didn't even realize that.
Deal with that.
I will have Cloud heal me though, because why not?
Waste this chance.
I will do Blood Fang, and then we'll have Cloud heal us again. Look up Helix Q5K. Okay. Oh shoot, you're not dead yet. You know what? I'm just gonna pray. We'll top our healing off. There we go. Cool.
Hey, Cloud, would you say you're a picky eater?
Soldiers can't be choosers.
Just don't let you be the reason I lose the fight. We won't lose the fight. We'll be
I
fine.
used to be super.
It's not a
picky,
boss fight.
actually.
Really?
I just thought we finished the fight because I didn't realize there was one more monster we had to deal with.
Can't be choosers in the
Okay, yeah,
slums either.
these are the
Crap.
things that I was
Not a
thinking
fan.
about. So this is
Yeah, me neither.
and this whole platform is considered a well. This one is intervention. What does intervention mean? That's a rig. Okay, so this is the rig. You work specifically at the well for the rig. All right, what's next on our agenda? Oh, we still got some more monsters to deal with. You don't do any drilling. You do maintenance. Okay. Because when you said they send you out, usually that means that you're some sort of maintainer, and they only call you when something's busted or needs inspection. Play Arts Wheelie. What do we do with these items? What are they called? Not Chocobo gear, not the folios. What is it? Is it a key item? I mean, they're not really keys. Oh, I guess they are keys. These are just trophies, but do we get like a hideout or something where we can display these trophies at some point? I feel like that's going to be a thing. You move between older wells to fix or shut them down. Oh, okay. So you manage the equipment, and if you have to shut down a rig, then I'm assuming you manage that equipment as well, whether it's transferring it or disassembling it or something like that, or something in that realm. We are outside the field. We drifted off too far. You don't normally have anything to do with other rigs? So are there different rigs with different purposes? Is that what you're telling me? And you only deal with the intervention rig? Wait, so, yeah, so there's multiple rigs out in the ocean, but you only are concerned about that one specific rig? And is that one specific rig named the intervention, or is that just the type of rig? You're only on Q5. So its name, the name of that specific rig is Q5. It's named Q. Okay, Q5000. That's the name of that specific rig. The type of rig that the Q5000 rig is the intervention rig. It's all coming together. Cloud, heal me, please. You do intervention work. And intervention work just means that you basically fix any potential broken tech. Or is intervention different from maintenance work? Or is that just another name for it? Pretty much. Okay.
Question. What kind of meals do they feed soldiers?
They put a lot of thought into making them healthy. Not much into making them tasty. Ugh.
That face says it all. Oh.
You know, it's funny. Didn't realize it at the time, but we ate pretty good when we were kids.
Yeah. Homegrown fruits and vegetables, and great chefs eager to use them.
Okay, we got one more set of monsters. I think this is the last set. I was actually about to ask, how many do we have left? Oh, I need to check to see our weapon status for red. You run pipe down to the wells on the bottom and then do what's needed.
This one's for you.
All right, let's go ahead and wake red up.
I think we're almost done. Okay.
It's on you.
I probably should have healed us, huh? Actually, no, we'll have Cloud heal us with the spell. Fell asleep again.
I'll show you what I can do.
All right, let's go ahead and wake red back up. And then have Cloud cure Red, and then we'll go back to Red and finish them off.
I wasn't sleeping.
Actually, let's just do our limit. Why not? You're a little late to ask, but do I go by he,
You
him?
ready to head back?
Yeah, I go by he, him. I do appreciate you asking, honestly. Nope, better late than never. I would think anyway. But yeah, no, I'm just he, him. I'm just a guy. I mean, I feel kind of bad too because I'll say dude or he pretty often, and I don't really ask the gender ID of viewers. But I will do my best if I am given the proper information. Just want to make sure you weren't wrong. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate that. You're good. How long have you had your job, by the way?
The Builder's Creed! My body's a temple, my muscles religion!
Oh, hey there.
My
Cloud.
muscles religion. That's funny.
You two took care of our little monster problem. Can't thank you enough. Now we can get back to training Fiend free.
Excuse me. Sorry to butt in.
It is a little bit different talking to the person streaming. It definitely is. I definitely understand what you mean.
Watch it, rookie. Don't badmouth us.
But
It's almost years, almost 2 years on the rig. Nice. Are you wanting to keep it like as a career?
After I heard how
You just playing it by ear?
I knew I had to join the gym. You're the reason I'm here.
Oh.
Aw.
Wow.
And I'm not your only
Tifa's
fan.
such a
All of us
inspiring
signed up
figure
because we
for
wanted to be just like you.
the public.
It's just as she says. Thanks to you, our female membership has absolutely skyrocketed. Needless to say, we're very grateful.
I didn't really do anything.
Are you kidding me? You're literally my inspiration.
Aw. I'm actually really excited to play
Which is
through all of the
fine.
remake and then go back and play the OG to look at the parallels and
I would
differences.
have challenged you to a sit-up contest.
What?
Right now?
So you know, Amina's been training to achieve your look, Tifa.
She's so energetic.
Be helping her measure her progress. Let me sweeten the deal. If your abs prove superior, I'll add a bonus to your.
You're probably going to because your dad's the boss and you're kind of roped in now. Family business, eh? I mean, at least you do enjoy it. That's a huge plus. Like, the odds of it being a well-paying job that you actually enjoy, that you get roped in because of a family business, all correlating together, I feel like that's pretty awesome. Alright, take up Amina's challenge in a battle to see whose abs are more fab. Whoever performs the most sit-ups will win. In the event of a tie, you will lose. Alright, so we know how to play. So we get 3 Solarises, which is just, they're haste, right? Haste bottles? Not even a family business, just, well, I mean, I guess I should say just, your dad's the boss, that's it.
Okay.
And dad's business. Oh shoot, it's starting.
Yeah, keep it up.
He helped you get in.
Don't you ever get sore?
1 second.
That was perfect.
It's almost like your muscles are singing. Show off.
Truly incredible.
Incredible form. Just like that. Where'd that come from?
I'm at a loss for words.
Oh no, I did it too fast. Get back up, Tifa. Oh, that takes her a long time to get back up.
You're killing it. Show off.
You're both so stunning.
Just like that.
That was perfect.
Neither of you expected to be on the same crew. Oh, so that's what happened. You got hired and just happened to be put on the same crew. That's... Wow, what are the chances?
Sweating, though. Wow, you've got abs of adamantite.
Thanks a lot. You put up a good fight, though.
Like
Yeah, no, that's actually really crazy, especially because there are businesses that do worry about like conflict of interest and all that stuff, just because of, you know, relationships and stuff like that. So I mean,
Honestly,
I'm assuming everything's going well for you and your dad too. You guys working together,
Sorry. Thank you.
because that could be definitely another factor.
Well, actually, I was hoping that, if it's not too much to ask, would you, Tifa, be my muscle mentor?
Muscle mentor.
Me? Really? I don't know.
We kind of have this whole saving the world business to do, so I don't know if she really has the time to do that.
If you don't mind dropping by from time to time, I'm sure she'd benefit from your advice.
And that's fair. Be like a part-timer.
If that's what you want.
You know, as edgy as Cloud can be, I like
Oh
how
my gosh, thanks, Coach!
like encouraging he can be in his own way.
Muscle mentor. Has a nice ring to it.
There you go then. Your extermination fee.
I do feel like Cloud might be a little misunderstood, and not in like an edgy way, but more as a legitimate as he was actually really just a wide-eyed young kid that really has a messed up and traumatizing story. And I actually really appreciate, like, the more I learn about him, the more I appreciate Cloud for who he is. He's not just some generic anime silent protagonist. He's got a story and a reason why he is the way he is. He's got trauma, like genuine trauma. And it does seem like he's trying to actually better himself and not just stay in it. Because like he's actually really messed up mentally. And then also I got to learn about Zack in Crisis Core, which I really like him too. So I feel like I have a positive appreciation for both of the characters. At the time you live with him, so he's dad at home and the boss at work. That's got to be a really interesting dynamic. That laugh was hideous from her. I will say some of the anime, like the way that people interact and animate in their animated way, interact with their animations in this game. I don't know how to say that properly. But basically their animations while talking and their dialogue can be pretty silly. I definitely feel like this isn't a game that you should take too seriously. Like it's got a very fun, jolly tone to it. When there is time when Sephiroth comes into play and it does get serious, there are serious moments, but when you're dealing with like the civilians in the world or interacting with people, they're all very goofy and lighthearted and fun. And I feel like that's kind of like where you kind of just have to smile and like laugh with it. I think it's maybe it's supposed to be, could be like a tinfoil hat theory, but having a more inviting tone for casual audience members, maybe? I don't know, because I know that, I don't remember much, like I said, but I know in the OG it's a lot more gritty and a lot more edgy. Like, not edgy, but dramatic. It's a lot darker tones and more serious, and this one seems like they're trying to make it a little bit more bubbly with those dark tones when it comes to, hey, Sephiroth is actually like a threat. So I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to add that vibrant flair to it, and maybe that's what the OG audience members are a little bit disappointed in. Hey Cargo, how's it going? Thank you for following, by the way. How are you? Hello, Sir Solid. Or not Sir Solid. How are you doing tonight? Definitely wasn't fun, but you made it work. Well, I am glad to hear that you made it work. So supernatural wrist guards, chakra materia, and champion belts. I feel like we could potentially make some use out of the chakra materia, but let's go after that champion belt. I guess we have to do this 3 times, don't we, to get to the third? Because you have to play 3 rounds, essentially.
I'm gonna crush you.
Also, have I met Cargo? I met Cargo just now. How is Cargo doing? Oh shoot, I'm not ready. There we go. How's the stream so far? Very good. I will say, having a good time working on Final Fantasy and Tranked Boss, Tranked Boss is also Tranked Bear. Honestly, that was an accident, but honestly, not a bad one.
Truly incredible.
Tranked Bear here is educating me on oil rigs and also being a very awesome and generous supporter of the stream.
I'm at a loss for words.
So I want to say another shout out to him. I think I was supposed to hold that one. It was a green circle, so it was a little bit different. Hold on, I gotta actually pay attention. I think I might lose this because I was too busy being distracted.
Beautiful. You two are doing
Wait, what? What am I supposed to do with that? It's a green bar. Might have to change your name now. Honestly, understandable. You and Sir Solid watching while camping Switch 2 orders? Wait, are you guys like, you guys are going to get Switch 2s?
truly incredible.
You're crushing it.
That was perfect.
I don't know what to do with the R2. Is it supposed to be a hold or a press? Because the yellow means that it's supposed to be a press. Don't worry, we'll get this on. Give me a sec. Let me just actually focus on this so that way I don't mess up.
Yeah, keep it up.
I also have to figure out what to do here. Like every time I press it, am I supposed to? Let me see if I'm supposed to skip it. There might have been instructions on what to do with it, and I might have just ignored them.
Beautiful.
Right form.
Truly incredible.
Oh, I think I am supposed to just wait. And we met before? Did you come over? Might have to spam it. No, so the reason why I said you might not have to spam it is because the yellow one, there's a yellow indicator. And that one you spam, but this one was green. So, and it looks like I actually do have to wait. Press it as the circle is completed. Gotcha. Okay, Cargo. I figured as much. You guys came in at the same time. So, felt like that was a good educated guess. How are you doing, by the way, Cargo? I hope you're doing well.
Crushing it.
I'm at a loss for words.
Where'd that come from?
Are you both getting the Switch, by the way?
Yeah, keep it up.
Don't rush it.
Wait. Press it as the circle is completed, but the circle didn't move. Good to hear. Let me look at the instructions. I'm doing really good. You know what's crazy is I almost didn't stream today. But like I said, almost every time I stream, I never regret it. And honestly, Trankberry, you really made my day today.
Laced with victory.
Like, dude, I can't thank you enough. You definitely make me want to keep going.
If you're in the mood for a challenge today, then I'm your
You're buying them?
guy.
That's so nice of you. So are you guys... When a glowing ring appears, hold the button halfway down until the gauge is full, then press it completely to keep on crunching. Oh! Huh, I probably should have read that, you know? Would have made things a little bit easier. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. I want to get the Switch too. I was trying to pre-order it online, but I think I'm just going to wait it out. I don't know.
All right.
I want to
Give
get
it
one,
your
but I'm
best
not, like,
shot.
trying hard to pick one up. I'm not trying hard enough. Mayhaps.
Beautiful.
Show off.
I kind of forgot. I might be repeating myself with this question. Hold on. Oh shoot, I pushed the wrong one.
Giving up already.
So do you guys already have pre-orders in the works, or are you waiting for stores to open so that way you can go pick one up before they all get sold out?
Don't you ever get so
Well, let me focus on this before I check out your guys' answers. Alright, we've been on this long enough, so I'm gonna lock in so that way we can actually finish it. Now that I know what we need to do with the green circle.
Where'd that come from?
Beautiful.
Yeah, keep it up.
What? That was halfway! All right, well, we beat him anyway.
But how?
Still got room to grow.
You only remembered the later half of that? I don't even remember what you're talking about. So you got more than me.
No way!
Okay, so we did rank 1. Let's go ahead and do the other 2 ranks.
Get lost.
Now we can challenge Jay to amateur level crunch off.
Pick up the pace, vascular system.
And 2 seconds. Ready to get crunched?
You're camping outside overnight as they start fresh batch of orders to give out tomorrow. You got first in line? Holy cow. I'd low-key ask you to give me one if that was possible. I would definitely pay you up front. I feel like it's kind of messed up to ask though. You have, oh, you forgot the half press on the green? Gotcha. Wait, so you did complete Rebirth, right, Tranked Bear?
Let's get this party started.
Because I know you said you played the OG, but okay, just making sure. Just needed a reminder. Oh shoot, we're doing this different now. We're crossing our...
You're crushing it.
All right, let me focus on this real quick.
It's almost like your muscles are singing.
That was perfect. Looking good.
I don't like the half, only because
Great form.
my triggers don't go half. Like, you have to do it... Oh shoot, whoopsies.
Slacking off.
I feel like I can easily over or under press it, that's why.
Yeah, keep it up.
You're crushing it.
Yeah, like I did it halfway, but apparently I did too much or too little, and I'm not really sure how. Alright, we're just gonna have to restart.
Keep going.
Yeah, I don't like the half presses.
Get into the groove.
Really would have been only one person set. I figured as much. 2, I completely understand. Like, I appreciate the gesture. I'll get one eventually, don't worry. I'm a big boy.
Just like that.
Besides, I don't need day 1. Like, I don't need to get it day 1. I would like to eventually get the
Push through the pain.
Mario Kart World and play with viewers. I think that would be fun. Give it a shot.
It's almost like your muscles are singing.
That was perfect.
I am a little concerned because it does look like Mario Kart World is a little bit barren in terms of its overworld. So I don't know how like entertaining it'll actually be. But I would like to give it a try to make it like a viewer game to play.
Crushing it.
Being able to play with like 8 people, I think that'd be pretty cool. And who knows, maybe with Mario Kart World it'll actually be bigger.
Yeah, keep it up. How much training do you do?
I have to do that really slow just to make sure
Keep it up.
It's almost like
we don't mess that up.
are singing.
Okay, cool.
No.
Yeah, fortunately, but unfortunately. It actually is good that they did that. Like, as much as it sucks, I'd rather them do that to make sure that everyone gets an opportunity to actually pick it up. Because scalping sucks. It sucks for those that don't have an opportunity to get it.
Looks like I've met my muscle match.
Hey, Navi boy, how's it going?
Die, fat deposit. Power through, muscle fibers.
Get lost.
All right, I think we have one more. Oh, we have to talk to Jules.
To make our muscles sing in
Oh yeah,
sweet
we're
harmony.
versing Jules, right? Yeah, we're versing Jules now. Okay.
Don't forget your game face.
I think Smash 6, whether it's like Smash Ultimate 2.0 or another Smash, would be pretty cool too. That's definitely another game I'll want to put on the roster to play with viewers if that ever comes out.
You're crushing it.
Yeah, keep it up.
I can't wait to play as the cow.
Yeah, keep it up.
Show off. You're killing it. Where'd that come from?
You're crushing it.
It's almost like your muscles are singing. Don't you ever get sore?
Great form.
You're killing it.
You're crushing it.
Incredible form. Yeah, keep it up.
Yeah, keep it up.
Show off. Just like that. Where'd that come from?
You're crushing it.
Oh no, I messed up. Oh, this is bad. I think I lost. No.
Keep it up.
No, we lost. Oh, we'll have to do it again. Hey, thanks for following, Navy Boy. I'm glad you liked the stream. No, I messed up. I accidentally started spamming it instead of holding it down. That was my fatal mistake.
Just have fun with it.
We'll get you this time, Jules. Hey, thanks for helping me reach the goal, too. That's awesome. 460.
Great form.
Your follow helped us reach the follower goal.
Almost like your muscles are
I really appreciate that.
show off.
There it is.
Yeah, keep it up.
You're
All right.
killing it. Don't you ever get sore? Yeah, keep it up.
You're crushing it.
Just like that. Where'd that come from? It's almost like your muscles are singing.
Great form.
You're killing it. Show off.
Yeah, keep it up.
Just like that.
You're crushing it.
Incredible form. Yeah, keep it up.
Great form.
Just like that. Don't you ever get sore? You're killing it.
You're crushing it.
Show off. It's almost like your muscles are singing.
Yeah, keep it up.
Where'd that come from? Yeah, keep it up.
You're crushing it.
Hey, there we go. Okay. It's simple. You see furry, you see cool gamering, you press follow. It's as simple as that. Well, I appreciate it, Navy Boy.
I admit defeat. Hard to compete against an athlete.
Is there a
like
sub
you.
goal or just follow? There's just a follow goal. Because right now I'm not expecting people to really sub. So I didn't really set up a sub goal. I'm trying to focus strictly on just, you know, letting people know that we're out here streaming and having a good time. So I wanted to focus more on that, you know? But I could definitely start one. I would be down. At this rate, let me see. You know what? I'll do a sub goal of 10. I'll have to set it up. I'll set it up after the stream though. What are we at right now? About an hour and a half in? Maybe play for another hour. I'll definitely make a sub goal for 10. I think that'll be a nice, humble beginning. Guess y'all have to collectively subscribe. Only if you guys want to and honestly are comfortable with it and can afford it. I know in the end of the day that's a very key aspect, but I do want to make sure that, you know, I focus on making sure the streams are good for you guys. Okay, so this is NC8 zipline. Are they different numbers? NC4. So I think they actually... Do they light up if they still have their items? Because it looks like... No, they all look lit. Okay, never mind. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zip lines. I think we need 2 more zip lines. I need to look for 2 more. I think we should just head south and press forward down here. Because I believe that we are actually good up here. Oh, and plus... Hold on. we have our new equipment piece, right? I kind of forgot what we got from them. Not the crescent. Yo, Tranks, thank you so much for gifting one to Navi. That's so cool. Thank you so much, dude. Honestly, you know what? This is the least I can do. Give me a second. I'm gonna go out of my way to do this right now. Where is it? Oh, this UI is different, so I have to figure this out. Why is my UI different? I feel like such a boomer now. I used to know how to do this. I don't know how to anymore. Hang on. I appreciate you guys being oh so patient. I think I have to go here for now. Okay, making sure I got the right one. There we go. Dude, tranked again with another sub. I don't think I have actually... I don't think the notifications are pulling off. Trank, you have given me things to work on, and I appreciate that. I gotta go set up our notifications to make sure, you know, a thanks is properly addressed to an awesome guy like yourself. Can you actually say something in the chat to make sure that I did this properly? I need to check something. They're showing up, but there's no sound. Okay, I need to go fix the sound indicator then, because I'm not hearing them. I can hear the ones when you guys follow and sub, I believe. You're just here to watch your stream and you like grow? Well, I will make sure that this is a place that you can keep enjoying for sure. There we go. All right. This guy seems sick. Thanks, Navi boy. That's really encouraging. We're definitely going to keep things going. And also, just so you guys know, since you are brand new, I need to promote this more often, and I also need to make commands for it. But there is a Discord. In the Discord, you can DM me directly at any time if you ever just want to chat for anything. Also, there is a list of video games that I'm currently trying to play, and you can actually suggest and vote games that you would be interested in watching. And if you guys do that, and as more traffic comes in for it, you can definitely influence on what games I play next, because there's a good chance that if you guys are interested in a game to be played, that I will be willing to give it a shot. I am a variety streamer. I do have my special interests, my prefers, but pretty much the only real games I don't play are sports games. Like, I feel like, and unless for some weird reason someone, like, the community would want me to play, I have no intention of going that route, but I doubt anyone here is really going to be too interested in that. But yeah, I do my best to try to play a plethora of genres. I at least try to keep an open mind, to say the least. Alright, so we were looking for these different devices. Let me just go back to Jules and just see what the list was so I know what we actually collected from them. I guess I didn't really need a fast travel, huh? Discord, yes, there is a Discord. Time to get me to play the DMC franchise on stream? That is definitely very possible. I would love to play the DMC franchise. I actually... Gosh, what's the last DMC I played? I mean, technically I played the OG ones for the PS2, but I never finished them. So no, I haven't played DMC in a long time, but I'm definitely open to it. Hold on, so we got the supernatural wrist guards, and we got the champion belt. I don't think we need to use the chakra material right now. Let me look at the champion belt real quick. champion belt and super. So we got the supernatural wrist guards. Does Tifa want these? I think Tifa wants these. Increases max HP, but also does temper. Yeah, she wants these. And then the champion's belt. Is the champion's belt? Here it is. Increase HP by 10%, increase strength by 5%. This looks like a tank thing. So we might want to give this to maybe Barrett? What does Barrett have? Bulletproof Vest Mark II? Where's their champion's belt? So less defense and less vitality, however, more strength, attack, and more HP. Feels kind of like a lateral move, but I'll put it onto him. Why not? You mentioned about that earlier, hearing me say something about her just after I joined. Oh, okay, yeah. Champion's belt? Okay, sorry, Cargo. I didn't see your message till now. Do I think I'll ever play Persona? I am interested in playing Persona. Vote for it in the Discord, and that will help me. But I will, because you brought it up, I will do my best to keep it in mind and actually add it to a list of, like, you know, like put it on my, like, radar, essentially. And that'll kind of help bump it up into priorities. I said this early, but I don't think you guys were here earlier. The next game after Final Fantasy Rebirth, I'm going to be playing South of Midnight, and then after that, I'm playing Expedition 33. So, and after that, it's kind of up in the air. Depends on what happens. Oh, I will be playing Deltarune as well. So I might stop, because I know that's going to be relatively short. I might cut it in between one of the runs between Final Fantasy Rebirth or South of Midnight or whatever. So between one of these games, I might just switch over to play Deltarune and then have that VOD and then continue back to one of the bigger games. You still haven't beaten it? It's 200 hours later on Persona 3. That's wild. Discord should be in the Twitch profile. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. You're asking for it. It should be in the profile. However, let me give it to you. I don't mind posting that for you. I should have just said it is in the profile. You're in now? Okay. Yeah, so I will... Actually, let me put that as a reminder. So I need to make sure the bot commands work. So I need to get those online. Because I've been needing to get those online. And then... What was the other one? Oh yeah, the notifications. So I need to fix those two things. Tomorrow will be... What is today? Oh shoot, today was actually supposed to be my offline day and I just misscheduled. That's actually hilarious. Today's usually an offline day, but you know what? I don't care. I think I'm gonna try to stream daily anyway. Maybe take Thursdays off, but I want to try to stream daily anyway. No regrets streaming today anyway. But yes, those will be a priority for me. Your Edge Bear, not Trank Bear, gotcha. All right, so Red still has to work on his claws. And then I don't think we want to give chakra to anybody. I don't think we really need to. Let me see here. Ice, prayer, HP. Oh shoot, we did have ice for Red. I didn't even realize that. I thought we didn't put ice on him, so I didn't use it. How many slots does chakra have? So chakra materia uses, or has 5 stars max. Tifa's is almost 5 stars. Should I worry about getting another chakra materia? I'm not too sure. Can't wait for Deltarune. Since you said that, I will make it a priority to play Deltarune. Like, not even kidding, I was actually thinking about not playing it day one when it got released because everyone else is going to play it, but I'll play it. Why not? You're going to tune back in sometimes, but you got to go to bed. Look forward to chatting or catching more of the streams. All right, well, Navi, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for following, and have a good night. I really appreciate it, and we will definitely see you later. Gotta love missed scheduling days. Yeah, like today was supposed to be the day off, but it's more of a suggestion, you know? You would have never found me if I didn't stream today? Really? Did you just like, were you searching through Final Fantasy streams or something like that? Dang, dude, that's crazy. Thank you so much, Trank Bear. All right, I think we're pretty much set. Just need to remember that I need to focus on finishing red stuff, and then we'll play Aerith for a little bit, so that way we can get her scepter maxed out. And then while we're working on that, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep Chakra in reserve. I think what'll happen is once we 5-star Tifa's Chakra, I'll just replace it with the 1 star, so that way she can level that one as well. All right, let's work on getting the towers and exploring this side of the region, the Corel region. That's what it is. You searched VTubers and found me. Thank you for letting me know. You know what's funny too? What's even crazier? I was going through my tags, and not too long ago, I think actually this morning, I was rearranging and swapping some of them out. I almost got rid of VTuber. So just think about that. Not only did I stream on the day that you were searching, but I decided and chose not to get rid of VTuber as one of my tags. Either of those things happened, you would have never found me. That's insane. I'm happy too, and not just because you donated, but I mean, it's let that sink in. Exactly, like let it sink in. Like that's just crazy. If anything, this really gave me a boost in like motivation and I guess inspiration technically to keep going. Like I want to refine this stuff to make sure that, you know, it's easy for people such as yourself to find the stream and be able to push out more content to basically advertise the stream so people know that we're here. So thank you for that motivation. I think we're good here. I don't think there's anything else in this area. I feel like there should be a mission. You know, there could be a mission that leads to this area. Sometimes that is the case, but I don't see anything else so far. And you remember we can jump on these crates too, so that way we can explore the area a little bit more. But I don't see anything up here. You found a good streamer, so you're here now. And you know what? I plan on sticking around for a long time. And you've added another reason on why I should do so. So thank you. You too? That's so cool to hear. Yeah, I think we're good here. I think we can definitely move on. Is there anything in here? It looks like there might be something in here. What was that sound effect? Wait a minute. I'm so not used to hearing my notifications, and plus that's technically a Final Fantasy notification, so I thought it was actually in game. Thank you so much for the another 1,000 bits, dude. Thank you so much. You're freaking amazing. You're goated. You're actually insane. Jeez, dude. Dude, thank you so much. Like, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I could do just to show my appreciation? Like, if you have a game request at all, please let me know. I will make it a priority to play the game. Or like, heck, I like playing with you guys every once in a while. Like, when I play Smash Bros, I'll play with people. If there's even a co-op game you'd want to try out, I'm definitely down for that. And you thought it was in the game too? I had to stop just to make sure. Hi, Coda. What's up, buddy? Coda's my in-law's doggo. He's such a good boy. I should put a picture of him on the Discord channel so you guys can see who he is. He's a very pretty dog, and he always constantly gets compliments, and he's a very good boy. He's a big baby, but he's a good baby. He came up because he wanted pets. I gotta give him the mandatory pets. Give me a second. Hey, buddy. You're such a good boy, dude. What brought you over here? You're not with your mom? You just want my attention? Oh, we can't swim any further? Oh. Wait, so can we not go to the Borderlands? I guess we do have to do the main mission, don't we? You don't have any press, really? Just keep being myself? You got it. He deserves the pets. He does deserve the pets. He's a very good boy. Okay, so it looks like we can't actually continue this direction. So we are going to have to do the main mission, it looks like. Hold on, before we go over there, let me confirm my inventory for the key items. Wait, are they not here? Oh, there they are. Refurbished material. We still are missing 2 more. Okay. So we can't turn those in quite yet. Yeah, all we have is the main scenario. All right, let's go do the main scenario. What are we doing on time? It's 11:30. I can probably play for about another half hour, and then I gotta head off to bed. And then, because tomorrow is the normal streaming day, I will be back tomorrow, and we'll be playing more Rebirth. Do I play Minecraft at all? Funny enough, I actually played it before the 1.0 got released. I played it before Microsoft owned the game. So I haven't played it in a long time. However, I'm still kind of open to going back to it. I would like to do a campaign run of beating the Ender Dragon, because I know there's kind of technically an end game now. So one of these days I would like to go back and play that. And then I've also, like, it's kind of like a future project idea. I thought about building a Minecraft server. I actually have an extra computer that I use as my own home server, so I thought about maybe it would be a good idea if there was a lively enough community to build a Minecraft server for everybody. So that's definitely an idea that's been floating around my head. So I would say, to sum up the answer for your question, not anymore, but
So we've got a walk.
I know it's definitely on the radar.
Fresh air, nice view.
The view ain't all that.
You played it when you still had to pay Notch? Yeah, like I had the JavaScript Notch edition. I didn't have the Minecraft version. I had the Notch version. I played it before there was even a hunger system. I didn't play it when they only had creative mode only. However, I did technically, when I discovered it, they still had those servers running, so I did play it for like a day just to kind of see what it was like. So technically, I've touched the OG before. Day 1. Yeah, so I was pretty close to the beginning of its conception before Minecraft got it.
So does that mean I gotta run everything by you first?
I'm pretty sure I played it before they even had the Nether Realm.
Permission to sing?
Yeah, because I think the Nether Realm came after the hunger system.
To scratch my back, sir? Permission to blow my nose?
So when you say day 1, you mean like creative mode only on the website?
Permission or not?
Sure, you can do it while you're warming the bench.
That's enough peace.
Because that's originally where it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's originally where it was at, right?
Tell me your secret. How'd you put up with this jerk?
Just on the browser?
Is good quality.
Unless that's where they put the OG.
Yeah, by how much?
I could be wrong.
Like
I don't know.
51% good guy to 49% jerk face?
Maybe a little more than
The first day was available to everyone else.
55-45 split?
close to.
Either way, that's... I don't remember when that was, but I know that was definitely a long time ago. It's kind of crazy to think about. Minecraft is a really old game. It's like really old. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I played it in high school, technically. Jeez. I will say, what I do wish is I wish Minecraft, or not Minecraft, but I wish Legos made Minecraft.
Sorry. My legs are killing me.
If you know what I mean. Like they had Lego worlds. They have
But if we stop
all the tools in place to make such an amazing open world
mystery men might slip away.
Lego game before Minecraft was even a thing.
I'll go on
And they
ahead
never
scout
did.
the area for us.
And it's
You
sad.
guys can catch up later.
2009?
Catch up later, my ass.
I think I'd better go keep an eye on them.
I think that's still technically before I played it.
Right now, you know?
I know.
Take your time, okay? No need to rush.
I don't even know where I learned about Minecraft, to be honest. Maybe some Minecraft YouTuber, because every YouTuber was Minecraft videoing. I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure that was the case. I'm pretty sure my friend was watching some YouTuber play Minecraft, and then they showed it to me, and I was like, oh, wow, that's cool, let's play. My memory's so bad, but that's probably where it came from. Wizard's Rod? Oh, we got a new rod for Aerith. Now we definitely have to focus on her. In fact, you know what? Let's just focus on her right now. We'll make her the leader. Alright, what's her scepter? Wizard's Rod. Let's see. Conjure a magical shield to protect... that keeps enemies at bay and stops projectiles. That's cool. It defends against enemies' attack. One time only while active. Now, is it saying you can only have one shield at a time, or does it only do one attack at a time? I think it's saying one time only. Only because, or you can only have one active at a time, and I think that's, and the reason why I think that is because the video shows our ogre here rolling into it multiple times. May 2009 is the first day. Okay. So if it was publicly released on 09 of May, was it just exclusive to, was it basically closed off to those who pre-ordered it, or just invite only? Makes you feel old? I understand that completely. I feel just as old. But you know what? I've come to realize, honestly, time is relative. And to younger people, we're old, but to older people, we're young. And if you think about it, 100 years, and we'll just say an average of 100 years, it's not a whole lot. A decade flies by pretty fast. And also you gotta think about it, time perception is skewed, because it's something that I've thought about multiple times. If you're 2 years old, 1 year passes by, that's 50% of your life. And if you're 10 years old and 1 year passes by, that's 10% of your life. That's a totally different ratio. So yeah. Time is a relative ratio.
Kinda in a rush, so...
Kids are now calling you uncle, and you didn't think you were that old. I mean, the wild thing too, a wild experience that I've encountered in terms of things like that, is that 10 years ago, I had people my age having children. And I'm like, dude, I am still way too young to have a child. And now those kids are teenagers. And I'm like, dude, I remember when you were in diapers. And I still feel like I'm not ready for a kid. Like, holy cow. And the thing is, and mind you, I actually know how to take care of a child, because when I was a teenager, I had to take care of children. So, like, if someone gave me a child to take care of, I can comfortably and confidently take care of them. But I don't want to. And that's a whole different topic. Oh wait, we need to get for... I need to focus on getting her Radiant Ward out. That's what it is. You too? Yeah. And it's crazy too. Another thing about time is I've actually wanted to do this since I was a kid. I actually remember I was actually making this conversation before with another viewer, Soto. Shout out to him. I wanted the Hot Pod capture card. Or actually, I didn't want it. I got it. And I wanted to record videos when I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Metal Gear Online 2. Those are my two all-time games when I was growing up in my teenage years. And I was too shy and too scared and just too distracted. And honestly, for the longest time, I felt grief about not doing it. Felt like I was too late. You know, this was like 2 decades ago, almost. But I realized, honestly, it's only too late when you're at the end of the line. And then seeing, especially with social media, you can kind of see other people living their lives, and there are plenty of people that, you know, that are artists of some sort. They're like, yeah, I've done this for like decades, and now I'm just now getting traction, or I'm just now starting. And honestly, it's never too late. And I agree with that. You know, the whole cliche of life is a marathon, not a sprint. And once you can kind of like realize that and set yourself in that mentality, your anxiety can actually start going away a little bit, and you can start enjoying it. And when you do that, that's when you can actually start flourishing. So I'm hoping to keep that mentality for myself, and eventually I do want to actually be able to spread that kind of inspiration to other people. You understand that too much? I get it. Like, I'm not surprised you understand it. It's all very real and very true. There are YouTube videos that you were in from when you were in middle school, but you never fully followed it and then just couldn't afford it. It's definitely a big commitment. You know, you have to commit to it.
This might be it.
Oh shoot, we're dying. Cloud, help me! Give me a big heal. I'm not really paying attention, so she's getting hit a lot. Alright, let me focus on this fight a little bit. Now you can, but you don't have the time. Yeah, that's a scary thing about getting older, is like your time gets taken away really quickly. And like I said, I'm super fortunate to be at this age, but still have time to do this and have the support system that I need to do this. So I want to take full advantage of it before I have to actually commit. Because my schedule's not going to be the way it is forever. And at some point, I am going to have to commit to other things, which will lessen my time here. Oopsies. I don't think I have any healing spells for her, do I? No, I do. I do. I lied. You don't know if you can do it? Well, why don't you think you can do it? Like, what is... Let me ask you this. What is it you want to do? And then, what makes you think that you can't do it even with that month off that you'll get? Alright, let's, keep exploring the area. There's a lot of resources here. That's actually really nice. It kind of sucks, but it makes sense. They max out your inventory space to 99. I kind of don't like that, but I guess that would be kind of busted, huh? You don't want to meet the failure if it happens. this might sound cliche, and I 100% get where you're coming from, which is why I didn't do this for the longest time, for years. I feel like the only real failure occurs when you don't do anything about it. I feel like that's a little bit harsh to say, but I feel like the reason why I say it's failure is not because, you know, fame or fortune doesn't come out of it, but I feel like what you're failing is, and you know what, failure is not even the right word. I feel like it's depriving. You're depriving yourself the experience and the opportunity to express yourself and explore an interest that you find, well, interesting. You know, it's like, imagine playing an RPG, or imagine that you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, or you're in your own little fantasy world of having an adventure, and you're walking down a path and you see a cave. As an adventurer, you want to explore caves. But if you look at the cave and you're like, I'm scared to explore there, so I'm not going to. For whatever reason. We all have our reasons and our things that stop us. But now you're depriving yourself of the experience of exploring a dungeon. That you may have never, that you could have had something awesome happen in there. And, you know, not everyone's gonna see and witness your spectacular splendor of exploring a dungeon. Like, that's really just gonna be a you thing, and if you happen to have a friend along with you, you and your friend thing. So, you know, the experience is more for yourself, not for other people. Initially, anyway. You would love to play D&D, but it's the same thing, plus no one to play with. D&D is a huge commitment, but I was trying to use it more of as an analogy. I always forget what I'm doing here. And then we'll go ahead and cure ourselves. I kind of forget what this ability does. Oh yeah, it just strengthens her basic attacks, which is still good for us. And then we'll have Cloud heal himself, because he's kind of low on HP. You know? I mean, I figured he did. I didn't think that my thoughts went over your head. Or my idea, anyway. Should we just keep our limit break carries over to other fights, does it? I don't know if it does. Let me see. Does it show our limit break here? No, it doesn't. I guess we'll just check next fight, and I'll keep an eye on it. You played a campaign while you're in high school, but you want to play it again so bad. Weirdly enough, I don't think D&D is for me. I was very reckless. I kept losing my character sheet, and mind you, it was digital. But I had it on a flash drive, and I didn't know what flash drive it was. For some reason, I just kept losing track of it, and I feel like my ADHD makes it where I just want to play constantly, and it's more of a social experience. I think I need to give it another honest try, though, to be real with you. I think I was in a different headspace at the time, and I think I needed to give it another try. But finding an opportunity to actually do that, I feel like is definitely going to be a different story. Because yeah, like you said, it's time commitment is pretty heavy, and you also need a group, and you guys need to be on the same schedule. And even playing online video games where you don't need all of that, syncing up with people can be very, very challenging. On the internet, mind you. It's wild. When you get your computer, you'll let me know when you finish when your first stream is. Okay, when your first stream is. I was gonna say, don't tell me when you finish, let me know when it starts, so that way I can tune in. I'll make sure to keep tabs on you too. Actually, you know what? Here. I'll have everyone auto fight. You guys can auto fight while I do this. Let me just get this barrier out first. Or this ward. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Definitely make sure to let me know, but I've got to follow on you. So I should be able to get a notification when that happens. When it happens, not if. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Dude, thank you for showing up. Thank you for just chilling and chatting. Thank you for your patronage, basically. The gifts and the subs and the donations. So when you do stream, what do you plan on playing? What are you brainstorming? Are you thinking about running the Final Fantasy X? I've given you more courage than anyone else, so you're happy you're here? Aw, dude. I'm so glad. Thank you for letting me know, and I'm so glad that I can actually be a positive influence like that for you. Because trust me, if you're worried about failing on streaming and not doing things correctly, I completely get that. I worry about that every day. I was worrying about that before I even streamed. I was like, oh shoot, I didn't stream on the time that I was supposed to, when I thought it was still a day where I was supposed to be online. I'm not getting any traction, I feel like, or at least it doesn't feel like it's good enough. Like, I feel like a failure, but it's a personal battle, and then you have to kind of challenge your thought process and try to rearrange it. Like, you're here to have fun. It's something that you enjoy, and it's an art. You're expressing yourself. I was thinking, man, I'm not doing anything real. I need to like learn a real skill like drawing or music and make stuff like that. Be a real artist. Like, there's just a lot of it's a mental battle, and I get it. But I ask myself every time I'm done streaming, do I regret it? No. I'm always glad that I stream every time I turn it off. And there are plenty of times like right now where it's like, I wish I could stream longer. And even if you're like, hey, I don't feel like doing that anymore, but it was fun. Like, that really is what matters, because the thing is that if that's not for you, now you know, and also the skills that you learned by actively pursuing that interest, you can carry over to do something else that your mind catches your mind's attention. And eventually you will come across something that feels like a wonderful passion, and everything that you've experienced and learned, you can compound those skills into this, or not this particularly, but into the next thing, until you find that thing that you land in that you're like, this is my forever home. And like, real life actually is a journey. I think we just kind of don't really get taught how to frame our minds for it to be able to genuinely enjoy the journey. Because, I mean, we are kind of like goal-oriented, and sometimes we focus on the goal, and like, yeah, it goes to the cliche, it's about the journey, not the destination. It feels cheesy in how it all falls into place, but it's real. And I hope that I can find ways to kind of just make those connections for people, to kind of encourage them and show them, like, your perspective on it can really help you see things in a more enjoyable light, I guess. You think you're always worried that you're not good at games? Well, what happens if you're not good at it? I don't know. There's a lot of angles to tackle this thought. Good is a very subjective word. And also, I think it's the wrong focus. I think, not that it's the wrong focus. I think it's a focus that might misalign with, like, what we're actually trying to seek. I don't know. How can I frame this? I think what we should be concerned about is not that we're good or bad at something, but that we're not enjoying it. That's something that seems to be crazy. People will go after like fame, fortune, or any sort of, not even just necessarily fame or fortune, but an objective. They'll go after an objective, and sometimes we get so hard stuck on reaching that objective. So this is also something that I picked up in game design theory and crafting. And if you look at it in anything that we do, when people use cheats and exploits in video games, we like to optimize fun out of everything for the sake of reaching an objective as efficiently as possible. And that kind of kills life for us, and especially video games. Video games are the top priority for a video game, and even in D&D. If you look at the #1 rule in D&D in any book that you open up, it says the absolute #1 rule is fun. Fun is the #1 rule, and it gets quickly forgotten and easily forgotten. And if you do that, the whole thing falls apart. We start worrying about, are we good enough? Are we bad enough? You know, did we reach the goal? If we didn't reach that goal, we're not good enough. We're a failure. And we start looking at these things that I feel like we're looking at the whole thing backwards. It's one of those things where you focus on the product, or you focus on the input, and then the output will resolve itself. But we're so focused on the output that we forget about the efforts that we put in. And by efforts, I mean, like, is our heart in it? Is our mind in it? Is our feelings in it? Are we having fun with it? Are we expressing ourselves? Are we exploring ourselves? Are we being natural and organic about our own personality and making sure that we're getting joy out of the experience? Because when we focus on that, that's our input. And when it becomes natural, our output will become, like,
Okay then.
will produce itself. First actual stream, because you have streamed before, but it was a couple of silent streams where you were all you did was play a game. First of all, I would like to challenge that statement in saying your first stream is an actual stream.
Moving on.
And I have to do this to myself too. Your first stream is a real stream. Your first drawing is a real drawing. Your first notes that you've played is real notes. Like, when a child's learning how to walk and it takes a couple steps and then it falls over, is that not its first real it's not its first real steps? Like, you doing it is real. The moment you turned online and you started playing a game, that was a real stream. That was very much real.
That'll do.
Just to think of it as like the first rat that you fight when you start an RPG. When you start an RPG, you're fighting rats, chickens, and cows, depending on your game. That's a real fight. It's your first steps. And then as you get better and better, you know what? Let me show you this. I actually started content creating technically not the day of Mario Maker, but Mario Maker 1 when that game was released. Dude, holy Trank Bear, thank you, dude. 5,000 bits. Dude, you've invested over $100 worth of stuff in this night. Dude, that's amazing. And now you got me. I lost my train of thought, and I wanted to tell you so bad. Dude, thank you. Dude. Thank you so much, Strength Bear. A huge 1000% shout out. I'm gonna do something about this. I'm gonna figure something out. You're not gonna be unseen for this. I want you to know that. But let me see if I can retrace my thoughts. Basically, on about your silent stream, when I first started, I was trying to work on making YouTube videos of me playing through Mario Maker 1. And this was after the game had already been released, so it's like I wasn't doing anything revolutionary new. When I started producing that content, I actually have a YouTube channel that I deleted a long time ago. I don't remember what the name was or anything like that, but it's completely gone. But when I made my first recording in my video, dude, I didn't say a word for like the first 3 minutes of the video. I barely said anything throughout the whole thing. And I was muttering, and I was saying like one or two things. But you know what? I can say without a doubt that was very much a real video. Because the thing is that when we're nobodies, that is the perfect time to do exactly like anything and everything that we can. To make all the mistakes, quote unquote mistakes, to try, not, you know, I don't even want to say mistakes, to try. To do whatever we feel like doing and whatever we feel comfortable doing. You know, pressing play and recording yourself is still daunting. It's baby steps. A person that's first time at the gym isn't going to try to run a 5K on the treadmill or try to lift, you know, bench press 100 pounds. And for a lot of people who are actively in the gym, 100 pounds isn't a whole lot. But that's still a lot for a beginner. So the fact that you turned it on is still a step forward. And now look at me now. I have streams where literally nobody comes in, and I actually had someone comment saying, wow, like he was just lurking and he's like, I'm impressed, you've successfully figured out how to talk about anything and everything for a very long period of time. And I prided myself in that. I used to not be able to do that. Well, mind you, I've actually technically been doing this for several years. Granted, on and off. But yeah, it's been a long time. Oh, let me retry this match. I was kind of distracted. You guys, your first stream was a completion of Undertale then? Your first stream was. It sounds like it, unless you played another game before that, but I'm assuming based on this information, your first stream was Undertale. And that's awesome. You, not only did you stream, not only did you press start and play the game, but you managed to complete a video game. That's an amazing feat. That's still a milestone.
Everything's spinning.
And the thing is me telling you this advice is also not just for yourself, but honestly for me too. It's a reminder that I need to remember, because I was down in the dumps just like this before I got on the stream. I was literally having mental conversations, jotting down notes and stuff like that, and doing research on, dude, I've been doing this for a while and I feel like I'm getting nowhere. And it's like, should I just give up? I feel like a failure. Am I just gonna perpetually do this for the rest of my life and should just have zero expectations for anything happening? And I was honestly bringing my feelings down. Like, I wasn't feeling great about it. Oh shoot, he has no MP. This is awkward. Do they absorb our MP? They do, don't they? And I haven't been paying attention to it at all. Yeah, let me get out of this fight, actually. And the thing is, too, is like, you know, you look at the people that are famous, that are, I should say, successful in this industry. They're hyper energetic, loud, or suggestive. They're basically a lot of, and they're playing games that honestly I have no interest in. And I'm like, wow, is that what it takes to, is that the meta essentially for being a streamer? I don't think I have what it takes. I can't bend myself to be that way. But that's where I have to constantly remind myself, that's not who I am, and that's okay. That's not how I operate, and I need to find my niche, because again, this is still an art. You still need to be able to express yourself for yourself. And the thing is, if I'm going to sell myself out to do something for the sake of fame or fortune, realistically, there are plenty other occupations that do a lot better than that if you want to sell yourself. And when I say sell yourself, I just mean, you know, if you're doing something for those things rather than for your own enjoyment. And yeah, I'm having a tall order where I want to enjoy this, but I want to be myself, but I also want to be able to do it full time. And it's possible. The route's just going to be different and potentially a little bit slower. The only thing you've streamed on your complete run, though, of Undertale, and you had one viewer and all he did was talk down to you, but you still finished it? Well, that's unfortunate. I feel bad that you had that experience. I want to say now, especially if you're gonna keep doing it. Actually, this is just in general. This is a general life statement. There are billions of people on this planet. That one viewer is not worth that kind of behavior. You deserve better, and you owe it to yourself to be selfish and treat yourself better, to not allow those people into your life. It's hard because we are social beings. So having anybody come around in our lives is better than nobody. We would rather take that abuse. That's like psychologically, that's how we are. There are people that will enjoy you for who you are and be positive in your life. You just gotta find them and they gotta find you. Like how you and I found each other, right? Do not let those people in your life. If someone is making you feel bad, cut them out. It is not worth your health. It is not worth your happiness and your sanity. Hey, Archangel, how you doing? It's the internet, so you run into them? Absolutely. It's not even just the internet, it's the world. You will run into them. And we have the tools to delete them, to remove them, to mute them from our lives. I've had to do it. I will give people a chance to be like, hey, yo, that's not cool. But I've had to... Oh, shoot. I kind of forgot we were going to find healing. Mute them. Are they your only viewer? They're not your viewer. They're an abuser. There's a difference. I had someone that come in and just constantly just talk down on me, and I'm like, nope. It's not worth it. I went the wrong way. I was trying to go over here. This is awkward. Do I have, like... Are there camping tools? Oh, wait, no. I could just use my items to heal ourselves, right? You found at least one positive person, and if you found at least one positive person, you'll find plenty more. They're kind of like gems. They're hard to find, but they're out there. There's a lot of dirt that you have to go through, but you will find them. And and everything will become easier in time because you'll be exercising your ability to do things. You'll find ways that are more efficient. You'll be, dealing with people that are negative experiences. It'll be easier to be able to tune them out a lot more efficiently. So that way you can find the things that you do want. Another analogy I like to keep in my mind is when you're when you're sledding down a hill or down a mountain, skiers say focus on the snow, not the trees. The trees are obviously things that we don't want to hit. And we have a tendency to focus on the things that we don't want. But if you focus on the snow, you'll be able to get down the mountain just fine. And that's what we have to focus on. We want positivity in our life. We want positive people. So we need to focus on those people and those things. There's certain ambitions and goals that we have in our lives that we want to focus on. Stay focused on those. If it doesn't help you, if it's counterintuitive, then you don't need to focus your time on it. There are countless things we can put our attention to, but there are finite things that we want in our lives. It's easier to pay attention to the few things that we do want in our lives, rather than the infinite amount of things that we don't want in our lives. What was I doing again? Ether potion. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for following Strength Bear, Archangel. I really appreciate that too. That's awesome. You're taking too much from the game? No, you're not. You're perfectly fine. And you know what? I'll get better at playing and chatting eventually. It all comes with practice, and I'm practicing right now. Honestly, I'm glad to have this conversation with you. No regrets. I love talking about this stuff. And if it's making your day, then it's all the more worth it. Don't worry, we got plenty of time to play the game. You're surprised I'm streaming this late? Yeah, I was actually supposed to get off here. But I got caught up with Strength Bear and honestly having a good time. So, I do have a timer for the pre-roll. I'll use that as my indicator of when to get off. So about 24 minutes. I will say that is kind of my saving grace. It kind of keeps me on the clock. One thing you really want to stream is the Pokemon mod of Minecraft. Do it. You are a no-name streamer, and honestly, that is the most liberating title you can have. That means nobody will bother you. That means you can do whatever you want, and you can express yourself and have a good time. And when you realize how powerful that is, you can do whatever you want. I can stream whatever I feel like because I feel like playing that game. I'm not someone who's in an obligatory position where it's like, oh no, if I don't do this, I will lose all my funding or my livelihood, or like I've got there's no, what is it called? Not threat. What am I looking for? Not obligation. Maybe threat is the word. There's no threat looming over you. I think that's the best way I can put it right now. Just have fun. It's easier said than done, I know. And if I had more details in the back of my mind right now, I could give examples and perspectives and mindsets and like frame it, but I'm a little over the place. A little scatterbrained, excuse me. Cobblemon? Is that what it's called? I think I might have heard about that. That sounds really cool. I'd say go for it. And hey, for your stream too? Okay, she mastered reward ability. I'm glad I caught that. So for your advice, I'm assuming you're open to it. If you're not, I don't mean to offend you. But I would say, if you want to learn to talk while you're playing your game, narrate what you're doing and think out loud. And honestly, you know what? State the obvious. Hey, this is a blue staff. It's actually really cool. I like the way that it looks. Or, you know, I would have preferred a purple staff maybe. You could do stuff like that. Like, let's see. All right, so right now, you know, all right, right now I'm at Aerith's menu. I need... It looks like what happened is we got Radiant Ward already. And so Emperor's Scepter is already maxed out. I don't need to worry about that anymore, so now I can go ahead and work towards a Wizard's Rod. Looks like I've got Guard Stick, Timeless Rod, Empress's Scepter already completed. Now I gotta work on Wizard's Rod. To get this completed, it looks like I need to do proficiency bonus of defend against an enemy's attack, one time only while active. All right, so that was the proficiency bonus. I was thinking that was the ability. I read that completely wrong when we were talking about it earlier. The ability is conjure a magical shield that keeps enemies at bay and stops projectiles. It says one time only while active. So it looks like I only get a point for it, maybe? Is that what it's saying? But yeah, that's pretty much. It'll probably gonna take years till you start, but now you're going to when you can. And that's okay. Time, when you realize that, yes, time is relative, time is short, but at the same time, we do have time. That's the one resource that we all have. And it's okay to take your time because it's your time. And it's crazy because when you find out what makes things fun for you, it will feel timeless and you will want to keep coming back. And before you know it, you know, when they're like, oh, I had to invest like years just to get somewhere with this, those years will go by so fast because you're too busy enjoying yourself. And when you enjoy yourself and people see that, they'll be like, hey, that person's having fun. That looks like fun. Let's go see what that's about. Comes down to you moving out the house and getting the computer you want. Perfect. You've got a plan, you know what you need to do, and you're working towards it. You take it one day at a time, one step at a time. And that's all we can do. Life can be very easily overwhelming. We can't change the past and we can't control the future, but we can work on taking that one step at a time with the time that we have right now. And honestly, just take it like a baby. Baby learning how to walk for the first time, one step at a time. And then have fun with it. You know, explore learning different ways to walk. Because now as an adult, maybe not everybody, but you can walk backwards, you can walk sideways, some people can cartwheel and do flips. You know, at some point we all couldn't walk. Finding something fun and that you enjoy will make you want to naturally seek, will make you naturally curious. Curiosity will make you explore things to learn and make you learn things. Learning and exposure and experience will make you better. And then when you get better, you become proficient at something, and then people will follow and be entertained by it. Trank Bear, thank you again for 1,000 bits again. You've played Crisis Core on Switch, now you want to play Rebirth on PC. Do you really need a controller? I don't think so. I think the only thing that, I mean, obviously, in the end of the day, Sharky, it depends on what you feel most comfortable with. I will say I've only heard people preferring controllers unanimously or generally in the community is with Monster Hunter Wilds on the computer. I actually use that I use my controller for it on PC. I'm actually playing on PlayStation 5 for Rebirth because I already bought the game. Plus, it's a little bit easier if I play the game separately from my computer because my computer's streaming. I would like to upgrade my computer at some point. Dude, thank you again, Trank, for all of your support, your donations, and your subs. Dude, seriously. Sharky, thank you also for the follow. I'm glad you like the stream. But yeah, Crisis Core, I love that game. I love that I got to learn about Zack. Play what you feel comfortable with. It's definitely good to play on a controller, but I would say give keyboard a try, see if you like it. Dude, thank you, Sharky, for the 100 bits. Thank you so much, that's awesome. It's not a must. No, absolutely not. Do what you want, dude. Okay, so for Aerith, crit hit rate, max HP, Tempest damage increase, fleeting familiar duration increased, or wind. I think maybe crit hit chance? What is her crit hit chance, by the way? You know what? We'll do crit hit chance, why not? And then fleeting familiar duration or increased Tempest damage. You know what? Familiar duration, why not? I feel like that's an okay one. And then we have another slot for her, actually, for Wizard's Rod. Again, you only give what you think is deserved. Well, I'm thankful not only for the fact that you are actually giving to me, like I'm 1,000% thankful. But it's also very encouraging and heartwarming to hear that you think that I deserve it. So thank you. Thank you, Trank. Well, wait. What just happened? Dude, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Jesus, dude. I don't normally say this, but holy crap, dude. Thank you so much. For the gifts, for the subs, for everything. Huge shout out to Trank Bear. Like a massive shout out to Trank Bear. Thank you so much, dude. You've kind of put a fire under my butt, I'm not gonna lie. I've got a lot of things to do now. I've got to work on the emotes. I've got to work on making sure that the icons are set up. I've got to make sure the notifications are updated. Like you've given me homework, and I'm okay with that, dude. And if there's anybody else lurking in chat, and this isn't because it's paid, I want a huge shout out to Trank Bear, and if you're willing and able to, give him a follow. He might be not active right yet, but he plans to, and he will. And I think he very much deserves it. As long as he gets to come back and watch, you're happy. Well, you know what? I'm sticking around. I made that declaration like at the beginning of this year, but this is only, yeah. This I feel like I need to come back around. Not just out of obligation, but like I feel like this is a good thing. I feel like we found something here and we need to keep going. It is definitely a fantastic day. I'm extremely humbled by your generosity, Frank. Let's do it. I agree. And we'll get you streaming Pokemon Minecraft mod. It's a year for growth. You know what? It is a year for growth. You're absolutely right. This is the year. We're gonna do it. Shifting gears a little bit. So we've got Aerith, and she's got her barrier, MP, Spirit Up, cleansing materia, healing materia. She's actually got a lot of slots. I'm thinking about giving her something else here. So AP up is good. Elemental materia or warding. These could actually be pretty good to put on her. What other materials do we have available? Maybe I can just throw something on here for her. Actually, yeah, MP up, right? Oh shoot, did she not have the... Oh, she had a different MP up. I'll keep these 2 MP ups for her. She probably doesn't need this much MP because she doesn't really run out too much, except for when those monsters were draining us. But yeah. Again, I want to follow up with another huge, tremendous shout out for Tranked Bear. Give him some love and support, all of them. Thank him if you for honestly supporting the channel. Thanks again for the gifts and the donations, dude. I intend to make sure that it goes to good use. Dang. Chatting and playing the game is a lot harder than you think. Alright, I'm willing to learn. Alright, so what can we do in the last final moments of the stream for tonight? I think we're pretty much good. We made Aerith our leader, and for her we just need to do the protection barrier, which is the lustrous shield. So let me go ahead and put that as a combat setting for her. Deals magic damage to nearby enemies, raises the barrier. So I think we'll take off Sorcerer's Storm. I haven't really used that all too much. I don't know if it's good or bad, but let's go ahead and do that. Dude, I think that was the first ever hype train that we've ever had on the channel. And you made it happen, dude. Single-handedly, Tranked Bear. Thank you so much. Thank you for making that happen. Let's freaking go, dude. You're gonna end up making a server and asking me to join when you start your Cobblemon, but only when I can? Dude, tell me when and I will be there. I will be there, for sure. I am looking forward to that, actually. We'll make it happen. I think we're good here. Oh no, I actually didn't swap this out. Lustrous Shield. Alright, so we're gonna focus on Lustrous Shield for Aerith. And then we should be good for now. Oh, I need to heal up Aerith. I'll have Cloud give her some cure. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, but I think one of the monsters actually absorbed our MP. I think it was the birds. Yeah, Tranked Bear just showed up today in the Discord, so you should be able to talk to him there, at least. And if you're gonna make your own Minecraft server, I think that'll actually be kind of a good exposure for me personally to kind of allow me to feel it out. Because if I get a good experience for myself personally, I might even consider... I told you about this before, making my own Minecraft server for the community. I think I was just gonna kind of wait till things were a little bit more active. See if we got more of you know, support and a live audience. And then I'd probably consider looking more into it actively. I'd also want to kind of figure out what kind of server I'd want to do too, and how deep I'd want to go. Because I want to have some sort of structure with it too. So this will be kind of a good segue into that realm. Being able to explore and hang out on your server. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Edge Baron Discord, yeah. I think it was the Spearhawks that actually took our MP. I could be wrong. I don't know, because I was too busy chatting with you guys to focus too much on the stats. I did kind of forget I put the difficulty on dynamic, so I don't really know fully how dynamic works as a difficulty. It says that it adjusts the game, but I don't know. I don't know how hard is, comparatively speaking. I want to see, what was this one that we never used, Sorcerer Storm? What does this even do? I wonder if it does elemental attack. ATB Stagger and Materia improved. Let me take a look at that real quick. Was it Clouds of Materia that improved? ATB Stagger? Okay, I got it. Second star. You're thinking about getting your computer in the next couple months, hopefully soon? Well, I'm hoping that you do get it. Hoping that you can find the perfect opportunity for you to get that. And when you get your server up and running, you know where to find me. Cool. What else do we have to do? It says 2 out of 3. I don't even know what our mission is. I just know that we're exploring this place. And we're kind of taking a leisurely stroll. Oh, I think we actually do go that way, but I think I want to backtrack because I don't think I fully explored everything else. You know what? That's fine. You spotted a chalk drawing Yuffie left for you. Let's actually backtrack. I want to make sure I got everything. I'll try to make it quick. Read earlier, this is late for you. What is your normal stream time? So I don't know what time it is for you, but I am on Pacific Standard Time. Or I think it is? Yeah. It's basically midnight. It's 12:30 for me. The allotted schedule, it's on the bottom, so I might be, or it's on the bottom of the stream. But it's usually days off or Tuesdays and Thursdays. I try to keep those for days to focus on IRL stuff. But sometimes if I'm feeling like it or if I have an open slot, I'll stream. And it's usually on the weekdays, I would say, if I remember correctly, between like 6 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. I'm honestly really bad at being consistent, but that's kind of the general time frame I try to keep it on. Realistically, it's been more like 6 o'clock p.m. to midnight. Especially on the later times, it's like 9 to midnight. But I should be somewhere in general after 6 o'clock p.m. I am trying to work on my own personal schedule to be more consistent, so that way I can give you guys a consistent schedule. So I will be actively working on that for your guys' convenience. But yeah. I would say to simplify it, generally after 6 p.m. Although on the weekends, however, depending on how my weekends go, I do try to stream at like 2 o'clock p.m. and then stream like several hours till like 8 or 9. I try to make those my longer times. But yeah. You were military, so you're kind of stuck on that clock. So for you, it's 02. It's 2:20. Hey, want to hear a fun fact? I was in the military for 10 years. So it's 2 a.m. for you right now. I will say, so for your sake, 1800. Focus on around 1800, and after that, that's usually when I'll be streaming. Or 1400 on the weekends. Sorry? Nothing to be sorry about. I'm actually kind of used to the military time too. What was I doing? Oh yeah, shield. No! They're taking me from my shield. What branch? Air Force.
Take over. I got it.
I was, I didn't do anything extravagant. I was a radio maintainer for a training facility. Honestly, I don't want to say too much, but I was very stressed, and I saw me and those around me saw physical health improvements after I separated. So I think you can kind of piece together the experience. But I'm very thankful for what I was able to get, especially coming out of high school, because, you know, not a whole lot of kids can get a salary walking out. And actually, you know, since we're on the topic, I'm actually going to school right now, and I'm using my GI Bill. And that's why it is a perfect time for me to start streaming. My goal is literally to try to become a full-time streamer before I graduate with my degree. So that's kind of why I'm pushing for this, because I would rather do this than find an occupation. But I'm trying to get into a career field of computers, because I do like that, in case I still need to support myself afterwards. You know? So that's kind of where I'm working at. I don't really promote that stuff. In fact, I even debated about not talking about it at all. But, you know, it kind of came around in conversation, so I'm okay with that. I used to have the veteran tag on my Discord, but I didn't really, or not my Discord, but on my Twitch channel. But I didn't really want that to be the theme of my channel. And funny enough, I actually tried being a non-furry streamer. I tried to use a mascot character. His name is Ren. If you look at my old VODs, I actually used to have him. He's still there. You wanted to enlist, but your hearing kept you from doing that? I think I got lucky, to be honest. You're a maintainer for the AC-130s? Jeez, dude. That sounds pretty intense. Business manager's degree? No, I want to get bachelor's of computer science and engineering. I do love math a lot. I thought about... I didn't know what science field I really wanted to do, like thermodynamics or anything like that. Like I want to do something advanced, but I also still want to do something interesting. I'm trying to find a realm of like a sweet middle ground between theory and actual application. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an inventor, but I don't think I really want to go into that kind of department anymore. I know that I've always loved computers, especially because of video games. So I want to do something with computers, and it sucks because like I wouldn't mind being a general IT guy, but IT doesn't really pay well, and your knowledge and capacity for computers doesn't really need to be that in depth. And I still would like to do something that really utilizes my, sounds kind of arrogance, but my intelligence. At least my computational capabilities. So I'm trying to find something is like, how deep can I go into mathematics, but also still be in the realm of computers without going too much into straight theory? Because like, I don't want to be a data scientist. I don't really know if I want to go into straight like quantum computing realm of like practices, because that's strict theory. So basically I'm looking for some sort of computer science degree or computer engineering degree. Really cool. It's kind of spooky because it's pretty tough. Right now I'm in my pre-calculus class. I just got done with trigonometry. So I'm trying to catch up on mathematics right now. Oh, EC, not AC? Oh, electronic warfare? Wait, so like drones and stuff like that? Like unmanned aircrafts? I don't know much. It's funny because I was in the Air Force, but I know nothing about airplanes. I was a radio maintainer. to meet a streamer that was in the Air Force as well. Well, thanks. Maybe I should put veteran back on. Maybe people will appreciate that. I mean, I've also got ADHD and depression, so... It's funny because I do want to put those tags on there just because I want people to be able to have someone they can connect with and relate to. But I also don't... I'm also scared of like that I might attract some unwanted... I might not attract, but I might foster maybe a more depressed or... I don't know, I guess I'm just scared of like the kind of like tone or community I might end up promoting. Because my main focus is chill streaming, playing video games, and I just happen to be a furry. And honestly, I'm still trying to embrace my furry I guess personality, because you know it's been oppressed for a very long time and I still have a lot of shame about it. You could never be that good at math. I'm sure there's something that you're good at. Like Einstein said, right? Don't judge a fish by how well it can climb. You worked on the oldest C-130s in the Air Force, no drones. Oh, so like the older... They're just older devices, or planes, I'm assuming. That was still functional. You hated the culture of the military around that. I feel like finding a positive culture in the military, and this is... I guess it's kind of the realm of more political, but this is just more personal experience. I feel like it's hard to find. I definitely have a lot of dramatic experiences and resentments that come from the culture. A lot of stresses. So I definitely understand what you're talking about. It's definitely a culture that's not for me, and it's not fostered for people like me, for sure. I did not fit in. And there's plenty of people that have experienced just straight up abuse. Whether, I mean, it's verbal abuse and you can't do anything about it, but yeah. And I don't think that's exclusive to the military. I think it could be cultural or work related. It's still an organization. It just happens to be government affiliated. It's still a business, and it has its own cultures and cults. You're biased, so you couldn't be yourself. Be yourself there. Yeah. It has a very niche and specific community and culture that do not jive with a lot of other cultures. And it will be very aware when you meet those conflicting interests. It is very much still don't ask, don't tell. Some parts are slowly starting to plant the seeds. It is still very much in a super infantile stage. And the military and the government are very slow. It's weird how fast it can adapt in terms of the things that they make fast in terms of being aggressive and what they're meant to do. They're very good at keeping up with the times in other aspects that aren't what they're specialized in. They're a lot slower at. I don't know if that vague, politically correct statement makes sense, but yeah. Trans Sergeant squad, but couldn't be by. Yep. Makes sense. They're very much stuck in their ways. And the cultural change is going to be incredibly slow. It's a political game. Oh yeah, for sure. That's literally what that world is surrounded by. That's the purpose of that, is politics. So take it for what you will. It's a rough time. I completely lost what we were doing again. Oh wait, you need to shield yourself. You passed it now, just happy you're able to do it. I'm happy that I was able to complete it as well. I'm glad that we both made it out, you know? And now we can move on and focus on ourselves. And doing things that we enjoy. And in expressing ourselves for who we are. I will say, like I said, you know, there was a cost. It was definitely not a free opportunity, but I got my GA bill out of it. I'm so thankful that I got that. I'm thankful about the people that I've met. I'm thankful that I was able to have a stable job, and honestly, I did learn things from it. I learned a lot of soft skills. Surprisingly enough, you know, coming out in the civilian world, I've realized that I'm a lot more capable of an individual than a lot of other people. If I need to, I know I could be a manager. I can talk to people. I can communicate, I can build reports. I have a lot of soft skills, and I'm very capable of learning hard technical skills if I really need to apply myself. I definitely have been more aware of my own worth. Thanks to the military. And like I said, I've got my GI Bill, so now I can focus on getting a degree. I'm getting paid to go to school. And then for my free time, I get to play video games. I'm in a very, very fortunate spot right now in my life. You only did 4 though, so a little less. Hey, you still did it. Time is still time. I wanted to do 20 and I wanted to get out because my goal was to retire as soon as I could because I didn't want to work. I made it halfway. You know, in a certain perspective, I'm a failure, and that's how I felt when I left. And the thing is, as much as I hate to say it, I didn't leave voluntarily. Although, honestly, it was the best call because realistically, I don't think I could have if I... Let me rephrase that. If I wanted to stay in, I didn't have a choice. And there's a whole lot of drama behind that I'm not going to get into. Maybe a one-on-one conversation, but not stream topic. But I felt like a failure because I didn't reach my goal. But I made a new goal in a new direction, and I'm happy with it. I'm looking forward to this, and honestly, it's all for the better. Your job only made you get more worried about getting on planes? Yeah, planes are never 100% fixed. They're only good enough to fly. There's always gonna be an issue with them. But weirdly enough, statistically speaking, commercial planes, you know, there's less accidents with those than apparently cars. But then it goes to make me think, how many cars are on the road versus how many planes are in the air at a time? So, of course, I feel like that could be a skewed statistic considering the numbers of planes versus cars is massively different. But I don't know. I didn't look into that. You two, you understand that? Yeah. Things happen for a reason. I think that's a good way to look at it. I like to encourage people to exercise their creativity. We're giving all sorts of cards drawn. Like, all sorts of cards are drawn from this world for our hand. And the real challenge is, what can you do with these cards? How can you make the most of them? And it'll really get you thinking and, you know, exercising your creativity or your tactical, your mindset, whatever kind of person you think you are, or you feel comfortable or feel strong in. If you're a tactician, if you're an artist, if you're a go-getter, like, it's about creativity and finding ways to use the situation that you're in to your advantage. That's why I feel like perspective is so important. You understand the issue and the fixes.
One more shot.
You glad that we're getting better? Thanks, Archangel. I appreciate that. We appreciate your support.
How about you back off?
Understand the issues and the fixes that are done rather than what is told to be done. Yeah, it's specifically designed to do what you're told, not think outside the box. And it's funny because, you know, they always encourage that kind of stuff, but they verbally say that that's what they want, and of course they're going to want the results of that, but the fundamental system is not encouraging that. In my experience, I've usually watched yes men just excel because they're yes men. And the thing is too is that if there's an issue and they do not understand it, because I definitely know that I am a personality that they did not understand, because I was talked to by everyone up and down, and I can, and retro and like hindsight looking back, they all looked at me like I was crazy. They were nodding their heads and being professional, but I can see in their eyes that they're like, this guy is psycho. Like, what is wrong with this guy? That is because I was not in the same way like as them. Left the military and got into a job that you think you can make a career out of it. That's amazing. The odds of being able to find that is very small, but it's awesome that you managed that. You had to go buy bolts from Ace Hardware because they wouldn't get you more. There's all sorts of crazy stories. And if you ever want to share them, I'm totally down. You could always DM me in Discord. But yeah, I am overtime by almost an hour. Honestly, no regrets. I gotta get up early, but like I said, no regrets. I want to have another huge shout out again, everybody, to Tranked Bear. If you're here, please give him a follow. You obviously don't have to, but I would encourage it. Dude's an actual unit. And I don't think I can give enough of a shout out to this man. You'll always talk, so will I. I think we're in the right place. But yeah, I would say this was an amazing stream for multiple reasons. Tranked Bear definitely carried the day. Now, honestly, he may have just not only carried the day, but have altered the future. Sounds a little dramatic, but honestly, I'm very serious about that. But yes, everyone, I want to thank you guys for hanging out so much. I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you're at in the world. Today was amazing. And honestly, I genuinely can't wait to keep doing this. Like, I can't wait to keep doing this with you guys. Thank you so much. Like, I'm actually wanting to cry because it took me so long to finally start doing this. And I'm getting more confident in the fact that I do want to do this. And I only know that me wanting to put my whole heart into this, it's only going to create a positive experience and environment for you guys. And that's what I want for all of us. I think it's just going to be a fun time, and I can't wait to have more fun with you guys. Have a good morning. True. Seriously, thank you guys. Archangel, Tranked Bear, and everyone else just lurking or popping in, say hello, and coming in and out. I will for sure, without a doubt, see you guys later. Hope that I continue, and I'm gonna do numbers. I'm gonna do numbers. I appreciate your vote of confidence, and I think we'll do it. It's not just gonna be me, it's gonna be you guys too. Like, you guys do make this happen. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to come and hang out with me. And you know what? I'll stick around. I bring you in. You guys still choose to stick around, and I appreciate that. And I'll keep working to make sure that you guys want to stick around. Not out of obligation or anything like that, but just out of genuine joy and fun. For everyone. Again, one last time, thank you guys so much. Have a good day or night. This time for real. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna go to sleep. Take care, everybody.